Hello. Good afternoon, everyone, and a warm welcome to all of you. So, it is a request when the guest enters, it is a protocol, it seems. So, we need to stand. There will be no announcement on that. Thank you for understanding. We still have a time before our guests arrive. So, instead of waiting quietly, let us use this time to enjoy something pleasant and refreshing. To our respected doctors, our daily routine is filled with responsibility and care. And to our dear children, you bring energy and brightness wherever you go. So, this is the best combination for today. Children express what words cannot through music, movement, and expression. So, let us begin this session by watching our young performers take the stage. Now, I call upon Adya from Rashtrotthana Vidya Kendra to sing a song.
सीताराम कालहरण मेलर हरे मपद कालहरण सदपद कालहरण रि सदपद कालहरण दरि सपद कालहरण रि सद पद कालहरण दरि रि सद म पद कालहरण दस पद स म पद स रि म पद स रि म पद स म रि सद रि सद पद रि म पद कालहरण मेलर हरे सीताराम कालहरण सीताराम कालहरण सीताराम कालहरण मेलर हरे
That was a beautiful performance. Your sweet voices filled our hearts with joy. Now, I call upon Bhuvana to play a violin. Middle.
Mama, the hawk. Now I'll be playing a kriti called Raghunayaka in Ragam Hamsathwani set to Adi Talam.
Thank you, Bhuvana. Now I call upon Abhiram to play a keyboard. Thank you, Abhiram. Now I call upon Sanvi to sing a song.
Madeva, Madeva.
Thank you, Sanvi. Now I call upon Vidhatri to play a flute. Thank you, Vidhatri. Now I call upon Prerna and Bhuvana for a song.
Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram कृपाळु भज मन हरण भव भयदारुणं श्रीरामचन्द्र कृपाळु भज मन हरण भव भयदारुणं नवकञ्जलोचन कञ्जमुखकर कञ्जपदकञ्जारुणं नवकञ्जलोचन कञ्जमुखकर कञ्जपदकञ्जारुणं श्रीराम 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 कंदर्प अगणित अमित छवि नवनील नीरज सुंदरम कंदर्प अगणित अमित छवि नवनील नीरज सुंदरम पटपीतमानहु तडित रुचि शुचि नौमि जनकसुतावरं श्रीराम 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 भज दीन बंधु दिनेश दानव दैत्यवंशनिकन्दनं रघुनन्द आनन्द कन्द कोसल चन्द दशरथ नन्दनं श्रीराम 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 इति वदति तुलसीदास शङ्कर शेषमुनि मनरञ्जनं मम हृदय कञ्ज निवास कुरु कामादिखलदल गञ्जनं श्रीरामचन्द्र कृपालु भज मन हरण भव भयदारुणं श्रीराम 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 श्रीराम
Thank you, Prerna and Bhuvana. We are so much interested that Bhuvana wants to play violin. Thank you. Thank you, Bhuvana. I call upon Adya to sing a song.
स्मरसो सर्वदा हरिया स्मरसो सर्वदा हरिया सुरवर दोरेया करुणा निधिया सुरवर दोरेया करुणा निधिया स्मरसो सर्वदा हरिया मुनिजन वन्द्यन मनसि जनय्यन मुनिजन वन्द्यन मनसि जनय्यन मनदल्ली अनुदिन ನೆನೆಯೋ ಹರಿಯ ಮನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅನುದಿನ ನೆನೆಯೋ ಹರಿಯ ಸ್ಮರಿಸೋ ಸರ್ವದ ಹರಿಯ ವರಗುಣ ಪೂರ್ಣನ ಸರಸಿ ಜನೇತ್ರನ ವರಗುಣ ಪೂರ್ಣನ ಸರಸಿ ಜನೇತ್ರನ ಪರವಸುದೇವನ ಪ್ರಾಣ ಪ್ರಿಯನ ಪರವಸುದೇವನ ಪ್ರಾಣ ಪ್ರಿಯನ ಸ್ಮರಿಸೋ ಸರ್ವದ ಹರಿಯ ವೆಂಕಟರಮಣನ ಸಂಕಟ ಹರಣನ ವೆಂಕಟರಮಣನ ಸಂಕಟ ಹರಣನ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ರಮಣನ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ರಮಣನ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ಸ್ಮರಿಸೋ ಸರ್ವದ ಹರಿಯ ಸುರವರ ದೊರೆಯ ಕರುಣಾ ನಿಧಿಯ ಸ್ಮರಿಸೋ ಸರ್ವದ ಹರಿಯ
Thank you, Adya. I call upon Sanvi. ಅಮ್ಮ ಯಶೋದ ತೂಗುತ್ತ ಜೋಲಿ ಕಂದ ಮುಕುಂದಗೆ ಹಾಡಿದಳು ಲಾಲಿ ಅಮ್ಮ ಯಶೋದ ತೂಗುತ್ತ ಜೋಲಿ ಕಂದ ಮುಕುಂದಗೆ ಹಾಡಿದಳು ಲಾಲಿ ಜೋ 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 ಜೋ
ನಮ್ಮ ಕಂದಮ್ಮಾಗ ಬರಲಮ್ಮನೆತ್ತ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಂದಮ್ಮಾಗ ಬರಲಮ್ಮನೆತ್ತ ತಾವರ ಕಣ್ಣು ಮುತ್ತಿಡಲಮ್ಮನೆತ್ತ ತಾವರ ಕಣ್ಣು ಮುತ್ತಿಡಲಮ್ಮನೆತ್ತ ನಿದ್ದೆ ತೂಗುತ್ತಿದೆ ಬೋಡಿವೆ ಕಣ್ಣು ನಿದ್ದೆ ತೂಗುತ್ತಿದೆ ಬೋಡಿವೆ ಕಣ್ಣು ಅಲುಗಿದೆ ಕೆಂದುಟಿ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬಂತೆನ್ನು ಅಲುಗಿದೆ ಕೆಂದುಟಿ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬಂತೆನ್ನು ಅಮ್ಮ ಯಶೋದ ತೂಗುತ್ತ ಜೋಲಿ ಕಂದ ಮುಕುಂದಗೆ ಹಾಡಿದಳು ಲಾಲಿ ಅಮ್ಮ ಯಶೋದ ತೂಗುತ್ತ ಜೋಲಿ ಕಂದ ಮುಕುಂದಗೆ ಹಾಡಿದಳು ಲಾಲಿ ಜೋ 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 ಕಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದಾಗೆ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬಂತೆಂದು ಕಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದಾಗೆ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬಂತೆಂದು ಸದ್ದು ಅಂದಳು ಬೆರಳ ತುಟಿ ಮೇಲೆ ತಂದು ಸದ್ದು ಅಂದಳು ಬೆರಳ ತುಟಿ ಮೇಲೆ ತಂದು ಮಲಗಿದ ಎಂದು ಮೇಲೆತ್ತರೆ ಅಮ್ಮ ಮಲಗಿದ ಎಂದು ಮೇಲೆತ್ತರೆ ಅಮ್ಮ ಕತ್ತೆತ್ತಿ ನಗುತ್ತಾನೆ ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಶ್ಯಾಮ ಕತ್ತೆತ್ತಿ ನಗುತ್ತಾನೆ ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಶ್ಯಾಮ ದೇವಾನು ದೇವತೆಗೂ ಸಿಗದ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯ ಪಡೆದಂತ ಗೋಪಿಯ ಭಾಗ್ಯವೇ ಭಾಗ್ಯ ಪಡೆದಂತ ಗೋಪಿಯ ಭಾಗ್ಯವೇ ಭಾಗ್ಯ ಅಮ್ಮ ಯಶೋದ ತೂಗುತ್ತ ಜೋಲಿ ಕಂದ ಮುಕುಂದಗೆ ಹಾಡಿದಳು ಲಾಲಿ ಅಮ್ಮ ಯಶೋದ ತೂಗುತ್ತ ಜೋಲಿ ಕಂದ ಮುಕುಂದಗೆ ಹಾಡಿದಳು ಲಾಲಿ ಜೋ 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 ಜೋ
Thank you, Sanvi. Thank you, children. That was lovely. Thank you for sharing your talents.
Good afternoon, everyone. May I request everyone to kindly stand as the Honorable Governor enters the hall. Thank you. Not now, not now. Once the Governor enters the hall. Thank you. call for national anthem. As soon as he enters the hall, kindly stand. ಹಾಂ ಸಾಕು ಸಾಕು ದೀಪ ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ನು ಆ ಕಡೆ ಇಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆಟರ್ ಒಂಚೂರು ಆ ಕಡೆನೋ ಈ ಕಡೆ ನೋಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿಡಬೇಕು ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಓಕೆನೋ ಹಾಂ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಟೆಲ್ ನಾ
The governor is expected anytime now. We request everybody to stand when he enters. Everybody kindly stand up. We have the governor coming to the program. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcoming you all to Amritvarsha, a journey of healing and innovation. I am Dr. Ashwita Gundmi, consultant obstetrician gynecologist.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. Manasa, consultant endocrinologist.
It is truly a pleasure to welcome you all for this special program as we come together to celebrate another year of dedication, teamwork, and compassionate care at Rashtrotthana Hospital. Today is a reminder that behind every smile is a story of service, a journey of service. Let's welcome all for this tribute to tireless effort of doctors, nurses, and all the staffs who worked with skill, empathy, and dedication to touch countless lives.
May I now respectfully invite our distinguished dignitaries to kindly grace the dais. I would request Mrs. Rupa to escort His Excellency Shri Nallu Indrasena Reddy, Honorable Governor of Tripura. Please, sir. Welcome you, sir. I would request Mrs. Nandini to escort Dr. Ashok Puranik, sir. Welcome you, sir. I would request Ms. Prakriti to escort Shri MP Kumarji sir. Thank you, sir. I request all the respected dignitaries to be seated on the dais. And we are also delighted to have many esteemed guests in the audience. Thank you for gracing the occasion and making it truly special.
As we come together in unity, let's begin the program by paying tribute to our nation. I request everyone to kindly rise for National Anthem by students of Rashtrotthana Vidya Kendra, Banshankari.
Thank you all for the national anthem. Kindly be seated. To seek divine blessings and begin the program on a positive note, I would like to call upon Dr. Kavana for the invocation song.
गणनाथाय नमस्ते गणनाथाय नमस्ते श्री गौरी नन्दनाय नमस्ते गणनाथाय नमस्ते श्री गौरी नन्दनाय नमस्ते गणनाथाय नमस्ते गणाधीसन्नुत विघ्नहरणाय गणाधीसन्नुत विघ्नहरणाय गन्धर्वसेवित गजवदनाय गन्धर्वसेवित गजवदनाय मणिमय मकुटमालाधितराय मणिमय मकुटमालाधितराय महादेव गुरुगुहसमित्ताय मणिमय मकुटमालाधितराय महादेव गुरुगुहसमित्ताय मूषकवाहन मोदकहराय मूलमन्त्राय मुक्तिप्रदायक मूषकवाहन प्रदायक गणनाथाय नमस्ते श्रीगौरी नन्दनाय नमस्ते गणनाथाय नमस्ते नमस्ते नमस्ते
Thank you, Dr. Kavana, for a pleasant beginning. To extend a warm and heartful welcome to everyone present here, may I invite Dr. Anand Shankar, Medical Director, Rashtrotthana Hospital, to welcome the gathering.
Namaste everyone. Today we are gathered here to celebrate the 3rd anniversary of Jaidev Memorial, Rashtrotthana Hospital and Research Center. It's not just a milestone, but a journey that we have taken together. The successes we have achieved, the challenges we have overcome, and the memories we have created. I am grateful to each one of you for your role in this extraordinary process. It's my proud privilege to be here today to perform the pleasant duty of welcoming our esteemed guests and each one of you as we celebrate our 3rd anniversary. We are deeply honored to have with us His Excellency Shri Nallu Indrasena Reddy ji, the Honorable Governor of Tripura, for gracing this occasion as our chief guest. Sir, your distinguished career, marked by your service as an elected MLA for Malakpet constituency in undivided Andhra Pradesh, is truly inspiring. Sir was a member of the ABVP, and during the emergency time, Sir had gone underground and also was jailed for a few months. Thereafter, he entered into politics. And as on today, Sir is the Honorable Governor of Tripura. Sir, we are privileged to have you with us today as we celebrate this milestone. Thank you for coming. It's my pleasure to welcome Colonel Professor Dr. Ashok Puranik, Executive Director of All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Guwahati, Assam, to this function. He was the head of the Department of General Surgery at General Surgery, Trauma, Emergency, GI Surgery and Plastic Surgery at AIIMS Jodhpur prior to assuming the appointment as Executive Director 3.5 years ago. Sir, your illustrious career marked by 3 decades of distinguished military service with expertise in combat trauma from stints in Nagaland, Kargil and Sri Lanka. Dr. Puranik did his post-graduation in the prestigious Armed Forces Medical College, Pune, and further honed his skills with a fellowship in trauma at Alfred Hospital, Melbourne, Australia. Professor Puranik is an alumnus of the renowned Jawaharlal Nehru Memorial Medical College, Raipur. We are honored to have you with us, sir. Amongst us today, I have the honor to invite Padma Shri Shri B.N. Gangadharji, former Director of NIMHANS, former Chairman, National Medical Council Commission, New Delhi, who is present amongst us. Thank you, sir, for coming. It's my duty to invite Shri M.P. Kumarji, President, Rashtrotthana Parishad and Pro-Chancellor, Chanakya University. I extend a heartfelt welcome to Shri Dinesh Hegdeji, General Secretary, Rashtrotthana Parishad. I welcome here all the distinguished guests, including Dr. D. Nagraj, Dr. B. R. Ramakrishna, Dr. H. S. Subramanya, Shri Vinay Kumar, Shri Sudhir Pai, Dr. Sandhya Ravi, Dr. Swaranrekha Bhatt, Dr. Kishore Kumar, Dr. T. N. Satyaprabha, and Dr. Malini Sutur. I also welcome the guests from the Rotary Foundation, Shri Satish Madhavanji, Shri Niranjanji, Shri Satyaji, Srimati Savita Inamdar, and other esteemed Rotarians. I heartily welcome Srimati Usha Devi from Kanti Sweets. It's my duty to welcome all elders, seniors, and members of the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh. I also welcome our senior doctors and staff and the allied services of Rashtrotthana Hospital and their families, and our well-wishers from our state and the country who made themselves available to attend this function. Once again, on behalf of our team, I like to extend a warm welcome to each of you as we celebrate our 3rd anniversary. It's an incredible milestone. We are thrilled to share it with you. As we look back on our journey, we are reminded of our commitment to excellence and innovation. We are proud of what we have accomplished, and we are excited for what has to come. We are truly grateful to the society for its trust in us. They have seen us grow from the very initial days to where we are today, and this wouldn't have been possible without the visionary leadership of our seniors all around here. Please take a moment to enjoy this evening, and let's make this anniversary celebration a one to remember. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you very much, sir. Light is a symbol of knowledge and hope. To mark the auspicious beginning for today's program, I invite our respected dignitaries to kindly come forward for lighting the lamp.
शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापम् सन्ध्यादीपनमोऽस्तु ते ओ दीपब्रह्मरूपस्त्वं ज्योतिषां प्रभुरव्ययः ओ दीपब्रह्मरूपस्त्वं ज्योतिषां प्रभुरव्ययः आरोग्यं देहि पुत्रांश्च मतिं स्वच्छां हि मे सदा रवेरस्तं समारभ्य यावत् सूर्योदयो भवेत् रवेरस्तं समारभ्य यावत् सूर्योदयो भवेत्
It's my privilege to call Dinesh Ji, General Secretary, Rashtrotthana Parishad, to deliver the keynote address. His visionary leadership and unwavering commitment have been the guiding force behind growth and success of our hospital.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತರಿರುವ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಶ್ರೀ ನಲ್ಲು ಇಂದ್ರಸೇನ್ ರೆಡ್ಡಿ, ಆನರೇಬಲ್ ಗವರ್ನರ್ ಆಫ್ ತ್ರಿಪುರ, ಹಾಗೂ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಶೋಕ್ ಪುರಾಣಿಕ್, ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಏಮ್ಸ್ ಗೌಹಾಟಿ, ಮತ್ತು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೋತ್ಥಾನ ಪರಿಷತ್ತಿನ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದಂಥ ಶ್ರೀಯುತ ಎಂ ಪಿ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರೇ, ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೋರ್ವ ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಒಂದು ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ನ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಶ್ರೀಯುತ ಆನಂದ್ ಶಂಕರ್ ಅವರೇ, ಮತ್ತು ಈ ವೇದಿಕೆಯ ಕೆಳಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗಣ್ಯಾತಿ ಗಣ್ಯ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳೇ, ತಾಯಂದರೆ, ಒಂದು 3 ವರ್ಷ ತುಂಬಿದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಯ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಹಂಚಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಈವರೆಗೆ ಈ 1-2 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನು ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ನೇನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊರಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಇದನ್ನು ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ತಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಪರಿಚಯ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ. ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಡೋನರ್ ವಾಲನ್ನು ನಾವು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಇನಾಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. MICU ರೋಟ್ರಿ ಅವರಿಂದ ಏನು ಡೊನೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅದರದ್ದೊಂದು ಇನಾಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿದೆ. ಹೀಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಇವತ್ತು ಲೋಕಾರ್ಪಣೆ ಮಾಡೋದಿದೆ. ಜಯದೇವ್ ಮೆಮೋರಿಯಲ್ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೋತ್ಥಾನ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೋತ್ಥಾನ ಪರಿಷತ್ತಿನ ಒಂದು ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆ. ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೋತ್ಥಾನ ಪರಿಷತ್ತು 1965 1965 ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಯಿತು. ಅದು 60 ವರ್ಷ ತುಂಬಿದೆ ಈಗ. ಈ 60 ವರ್ಷದ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ನಿಮಿತ್ತ ನಾವು ಅನೇಕ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು ರಾಜ್ಯಾದ್ಯಂತ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಭಾಳ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾಗಿ ಏನಂದರೆ, ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೋತ್ಥಾನ ಪರಿಷತ್ತು ಇವತ್ತು ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ 4 ವಿಭಾಗಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದೆ. ಒಂದು ಲಿಟ್ರೇಚರ್, ಎರಡನೇದ್ದು ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್, ಮೂರನೇದು ಸರ್ವೀಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 4ನೇದು ಹೆಲ್ತ್. ಲಿಟ್ರೇಚರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತದ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಪರಂಪರೆ, ಸಾಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಕ ಪರಂಪರೆ, ನೈಜ ಇತಿಹಾಸ, ಟ್ರೂ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಮತ್ತು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಫ್, ಈ ರೀತಿಯ ಅನೇಕ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಸುಮಾರು 1000ಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳನ್ನು ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಒಂದು ಜಾಗೃತಿ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯವನ್ನು ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಭಾರತಿ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಸುಮಾರು 610 ಮಹಾಪುರುಷಗಳ ಜೀವನ ಚರಿತ್ರೆ ಬರೀ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇಡೀ ದೇಶದ ಮಹಾಪುರುಷರುಗಳನ್ನು, ವಾಲ್ಮೀಕಿಯಿಂದ JP ವರೆಗೆ ಈ ರೀತಿಯ ಮಹಾಪುರುಷರ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ಸಂಕ್ಷಿಪ್ತವಾಗಿ ಸಣ್ಣ ಪುಸ್ತಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅದು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಭಾಷೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಭಾಷಾಂತರ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಒಂದು ಕ್ರಾಂತಿಕಾರಿಯಾದಂಥ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆ. ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಸುಮಾರು 1 ಕೋಟಿಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳು ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ತಲುಪಿದೆ. ಈಗಲೂ ಅನೇಕರು, ಅದು 72ನೇ ಇಸ್ವಿನ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟು, ಈಗಲೂ ಅನೇಕರು ತಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾರತಿ ಇದೆ ಓದ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಂಥವ್ರು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಭಾಳ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾದಂಥ ಇತಿಹಾಸ, ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ ವೀರ ಸಾವರ್ಕರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಛತ್ರಪತಿ ಶಿವಾಜಿ ಮಹಾರಾಜರು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಸುಭಾಷ್ ಚಂದ್ರ ಬೋಸ್ರು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಸಮಾಜ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸಕ ಕ್ರಾಂತಿ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಾಬಾ ಸಾಹೇಬ್ ಅಂಬೇಡ್ಕರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಇಂಥವರ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳನ್ನು ಸಮಗ್ರ ಚಿತ್ರಣವನ್ನು ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಡುವಂಥ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ, ಈ ಥರದ ಅನೇಕ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳನ್ನು ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ ಪರಿಚಯ ಮಾಡೋ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೋತ್ಥಾನ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಭಾಳ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾದಂಥ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ. ಇವತ್ತು ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಅನೇಕ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಅಂದರೆ ಓದೋದು, ಬರೆಯೋದು, ರೀಡಿಂಗ್, ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅರಿಥ್ಮೆಟಿಕ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ CETನೋ ನೀಟೋ ಏನೋ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಉದ್ಯೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರೋದು. ಏನು ತಪ್ಪಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದೆ, ಅದೇ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು. ಆದರೆ ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತದ ಇಥೋಸ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಪರಂಪರೆ, ಸಾಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಕ ಪರಂಪರೆ, ಜ್ಞಾನ ಪರಂಪರೆ, ಇದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಆ ಮಗು ಬೆಳಿಬೇಕು. ಇತ್ತೀಚಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಸಂಗತಿಗಳು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ಉಂಟಾಗ್ತಿರುವಂಥ ಅನೇಕ ಅಸ್ತವ್ಯಸ್ತ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ ರೀತಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಬೆಳೀತಿರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಸಂಸ್ಕಾರಯುತವಾಗಿ ಬೆಳಿಬೇಕು, ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿತ್ವ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣದಿಂದ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಲೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸುಮಾರು 14 ರಾಜ್ಯ ಪಠ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಶಾಲೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ 7,000ಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು, 20 CBSE ಶಾಲೆಗಳು, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಮಾರು 18,000 ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು, ಹೀಗೆ 25,000 ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಸಂಕುಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತು 1,000ಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರು, ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್, ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಸೇವಾ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನದ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಗೊಂದು ಮಾದರಿ CBSE ಶಾಲೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೇವಾ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ಹೇಳೋದಾದರೆ ನಾನು ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾಗಿ 2 ಅಂಶಗಳನ್ನು ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ತರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದು ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ದೇ ಒಂದು ಭಾಗ ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿನ ಒಂದು ಭಾಗವಾಗಿ, ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೋತ್ಥಾನ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿನ ಒಂದು ಭಾಗವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ ಥೆಲೇಸಿಮಿಯಾ ಡೇ ಕೇರ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್. ಥೆಲೇಸಿಮಿಯಾ ಕಾಯಿಲೆ ಬಂದರೆ ಅದು ಜೀವನದುದ್ದಕ್ಕೂ ಅದು ಕಾಯಿಲೆನೇ. ಅಂತಹ ಕಾಯಿಲೆಗೆ ಉಚಿತವಾಗಿ ರಕ್ತ ಒದಗಿಸಿಕೊಡೋದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ರಕ್ತ ಪೂರೈಕೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೋತ್ಥಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ತಿಂಗಳಿಗೆ 400ಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು ಅದರ ಏಜ್ ಆದಾಗೆ ದೊಡ್ಡವ್ರನ್ನ ನಾವು ಉಚಿತವಾಗಿ, ಟೋಟಲ್ ಫ್ರೀ, ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಫ್ರೀ, ಡೇ ಕೇರ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಫ್ರೀ, ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದವರಿಗೆ ಊಟ ತಿಂಡಿ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಫ್ರೀ. ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ದೂರದಿಂದ ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬೆಂಗಾಲ್, ಒರಿಸ್ಸಾ, ಆಂಧ್ರ ಪ್ರದೇಶ್, ತೆಲಂಗಾಣ, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ, ತಮಿಳುನಾಡು ಇಷ್ಟು ರಾಜ್ಯದಿಂದ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ವಸತಿ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಮತ್ತು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೀತಿಯ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಮಾಡಿ ರಕ್ತವನ್ನು ಪೂರೈಕೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀವಿ, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದು ಒಂದು ಸೇವೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬಹಳ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾದಂಥದ್ದು ತಪಸ್ಸು ಮತ್ತು ಸಾಧನ. ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಪ್ರತಿಭಾವಂತ ಆರ್ಥಿಕವಾಗಿ ಹಿಂದುಳಿದಂಥ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಉಚಿತವಾಗಿ PUCಯ 2 ವರ್ಷ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ, ಬೋರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಉಚಿತವಾದ್ದು, ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಗಂಡು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ JEE ಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಕ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡೋ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್. ಇದರ ಪರಿಣಾಮವಾಗಿ ಕಳೆದ 12 ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ 180ಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ತಪಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಓದಂಥವರು IIT ಮತ್ತು NITನಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅನೇಕರು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭ್ಯಾಸಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರೇಟು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಳ್ಳಿಯಿಂದ ಬಂದವರು, ಒಬ್ಬ ಕೂಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋನ ಮಗ, ಟೈಲರ್ ಮಗ, ಆಟೋ ರಿಕ್ಷಾ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ಮಗ, ಅಡುಗೆ ಮಾಡೋನ ಮಗ ಇವತ್ತು IITನಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಭಾಳ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯ ವಿಷಯ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಬೋದು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ, ಗಂಡು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ತಿಂಗಳಿಗೆ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ 45 ತೊಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಮಕ್ಕಳು 65 ಜನ ತೊಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್, ನಿಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಸಂತೋಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ, 6 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ 145 ಹೆಣ್ಣುಮಕ್ಕಳು, 145 ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಇವತ್ತು ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿಯ 2 ಸೇವಾ ಪ್ರಕಲ್ಪ, ಒಂದು ಇನಿಷಿಯೇಟಿವ್ ನಾವು ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ವಿ. ತುಂಬ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೋತ್ಥಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಇಡೀ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಛಾಪ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿದರೆ ಅತಿಶಯೋಕ್ತಿ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಹೀಗೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ, ಸೇವೆ, ಹಾಗೆ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ಯೋಗ ಕೇಂದ್ರಗಳು 1972ರಿಂದ 1972 ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸುಮಾರು 1,00,000ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಯೋಗ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಯೋಗದ ನಮ್ಮ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ 29 ಸೆಂಟರ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ 150ಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ತರಗತಿಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ನಿತ್ಯ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸುಮಾರು 4,000ಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಪ್ರತಿನಿತ್ಯ ಯೋಗಾಭ್ಯಾಸಿಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ದೇಶಿ ತಳಿಗಳನ್ನು ಸಂರಕ್ಷಿಸಬೇಕು, ಸಂವರ್ಧಿಸಬೇಕು. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಗೋಶಾಲೆಯನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. 600ಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಸಾಯಿಖಾನೆ ಹೋದಂಥ ಹಸುಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಸೆಂಟ್ರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಹೊಂದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ 14 ತಳಿಗಳನ್ನು, ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ದೇಶಿ ತಳಿಗಳು, ಇವತ್ತು ನಶಿಸಿ ಹೋಗುವಂಥ ತಳಿಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಉಳಿಸಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಸಂವರ್ಧನೆ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸುಮಾರು 110 ಎಕರೆ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಗೋಶಾಲೆ ಕಳೆದ 15 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ 2ನೇ ಸರಸಂಘ ಚಾಲಕರಾದಂಥ ಪೂಜನೀಯ ಗುರೂಜಿಯವರು ಮಾಧವ್ ಸದಾಶಿವರಾವ್ ಗೊಲ್ವಲ್ಕರ್ ಅವರ 100ನೇ ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಯಿತು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನಿತರ ಇನಿಷಿಯೇಟಿವ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ತರಬೇತಿ ಕೇಂದ್ರಗಳು, ಸಾವಯವ ಕೃಷಿ ಪದ್ಧತಿಗಳು, ಗೋ ಆಧಾರಿತ ಔಷಧಿಗಳು ಮುಂತಾದ ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದಿರಿ. ಒಂದು 3 ಎಕರೆ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ 162 ಬೆಡ್ಡಿನ ಮಲ್ಟಿ ಸ್ಪೆಷಾಲಿಟಿ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಜನರಿಗೆ ಇದರ ಉಪಯುಕ್ತತೆಯನ್ನು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇದರ ಉದ್ದೇಶವೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಇದು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ದರದಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾದರಿಯ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಹಣವನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಂಥ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜೋಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಜನರಿಗೆ ಪೋರ್ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ ಫಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಉಚಿತವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಕೊಡುವಂಥ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಹೀಗೆ ಸಮಾಜಮುಖಿಯಾಗಿ ಈ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲ ಈ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗೆ ಇಡೀ ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಜನತೆ ಬಹಳ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪಂದನ ಮತ್ತು ಸಹಕಾರ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಯಾರು ತಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಸಹಕಾರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸ್ಮರಿಸಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅಭಿನಂದಿಸಿ ನನ್ನ 2 ಮಾತನ್ನು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಭಾರತ್ ಮಾತಾ ಕಿ ಜೈ.
Thank you very much, sir, for your motivational words. Great hospitals are not built overnight. They are shaped by vision, perseverance, and strong leadership. To share the journey of a hospital and its achievements and the path ahead, I would like to invite none other than a hospital administrator, Dr. Shaila Hechen, for the same.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Good evening to one and all. Respected His Excellency, Honorable Governor Sir, distinguished dignitaries on the dais, dignitaries of the dais, all the well-wishers, esteemed colleagues, and the entire Rashtrotthana family members. It gives me immense pride and joy to stand before you today as we celebrate Amritvarsha, the 3rd anniversary of Rashtrotthana Hospital and Research Center, a journey of healing and innovation. It is named as Amritvarsha, and today it is really raining outside, which is a good omen. This occasion is not just a marker of time, but a testament to the vision, dedication, and to the relentless efforts of everyone who has been a part of this incredible journey. Our journey started 3 years ago on December 6th, 2022, when we opened our doors with a dream and guided by our motto, Sarve Santu Niramaya. This simple but yet profound prayer from the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad encapsulates our commitment to the well-being of all. With our first OPD patient on December 6th, we have now treated 2 lakh patients in our outpatient departments of various specialties. About 12,000 patients have been admitted so far and have returned home cured. More than 500 babies have been born under our care, filling many homes with joy and hope, all of this focusing on natural birth. Additionally, 50 plus premature babies have gone home safe and sound. Our skilled teams have performed close to 5,000 surgeries so far, bringing healing and relief to many families. Our dialysis services, which began with 3 machines, now operates with 8 machines, conducting nearly 6,000 dialysis sessions per month. The emergency department, which functions round the clock, has treated 20,000 patients on an emergency basis. The ICU, initially equipped with 9 beds, has now been expanded to 25 beds to accommodate more patients who require critical care. Each of these is a testament to the collective effort of a dedicated team and the unwavering trust of the community we serve. A notable progress in an innovative approach is delivering a holistic and personalized care by combining modern medicine with the ancient wisdom of Ayurveda yoga and naturopathy, homeopathy, and lifestyle counseling. Working closely with various departments, this integrative clinic since an year has helped about 300 patients with improved recovery and better long-term health. The Rashtrotthana Research Center fosters collaborative, evidence-based, patient-centered, integrative research, merging various branches of healthcare. With a robust institutional ethics committee, the center focuses on cultivating strategic partnerships, translating integrated knowledge into improved patient outcomes, and a scalable healthcare model. The center has currently taken up many clinical trials and has a research publication to its credit just within 1 year of its inception. Achieving the full level 6th edition NABH accreditation within 3 years, I stand here as a proud milestone in our journey, reaffirming our commitment to deliver the highest standards of quality and patient safety. We are one among only 7 hospitals in the country to receive this accreditation. In our mission to make healthcare accessible to all, we have started many community outreach programs. And one of them is called as the Clinic on Wheels, a well-equipped ICU ambulance which can also serve in situations of disasters. They serve the underserved in the Seva Vasatis or the slums of Bengaluru. This initiative, started in May 2023, has now an addition of 1 more vehicle, and both the vehicles cover about 72 slums and has served close to 20,000 people so far. Samraksha, a beacon of hope for thalassemia patients, offer free comprehensive services of blood transfusions, diagnostic evaluations, chelation therapy, and counseling with nutritional support. The center presently has 421 patients who not only are from the state of Karnataka, but also from the neighboring states of Andhra, Telangana, and as far as West Bengal and Orissa. At the heart of our dedication to community welfare lies our community medical camps, through which we conduct free medical camps and awareness programs across urban and rural areas, ensuring equitable access to health care for all. This initiative is carried out in schools, old age homes, orphanages, and other community settings. About 25,000 people have been benefited with this initiative. In alignment with our guiding motto of Sarve Santu Niramaya, we also offer free lifestyle counseling and preventive health guidance to the patients and their accompanying attendants daily in the hospital. The Patient Services Department of the hospital has meticulously designed the Poor Patients Fund to extend a lifeline to those who find themselves at crossroads of health and financial adversity. Our goal here is to breach the gap between medical necessity and affordability. About 500 plus patients have been the beneficiaries of this Poor Patients Fund. All these programs reflect our commitment to the spirit of Dharma as taught in the Bhagavad Gita, Paropakaraya Punyaya, Papaya Parapidanam. Our strength as an institution lies in our core values of ethical medical practices, compassionate care, respect, and dignity. Our team here is driven by a shared commitment to compassionate care and is inspired by the idea of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. As we celebrate the milestone, let us not rest on our laurels. We look to the future to expand our services, to reach more communities in need, and continue our journey towards a Swastha Sustira Samaja Nirmanam. to our distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, and supporters, I express my deepest gratitude. Your trust and encouragement fuel our mission. Together, let us continue to light the lamp of healing, hope, and harmony in the lives of all those who seek our care. Let us work together to create a society where everyone can live with dignity, health, and happiness. Thank you all for being a part of this incredible journey.
Thank you, ma'am. It was truly inspirational. I am honored to invite our guest of honor, Professor Dr. Ashok Puranik, Executive Director, AIIMS Guwahati, to deliver the special address.
Good evening, everyone. This is second time I'm addressing the gathering in the presence of His Excellency Honorable Governor Tripura Reddy sir, who's flanked by two Faujis and also from the back by a Fauji. So we have three Faujis on the stage, sir. Colonel Anand Sankar had been my colleague in Udhampur, J&K, and you are also having your ADC as a Fauji. I'm also ex-Fauji, a trauma surgeon. First round, a big round of applause for the doctors, the nurses, the paramedics, the pharmacists, all health workers, and the communities working over here. This is your day. I can imagine the first X-ray film taken, the first baby cry, the first cesarean, the first patient, the first operation, the first laparoscopy. You all must be rejoicing it today. And today is the third foundation day. So my congratulations and gratitude to all the health workers who have been associated with us. The thing which really catches me in my mind is the name of the hospital, Rashtrotthana, there, which was planted as a sapling in 1965, and it has grown like a banyan tree. Sir, we really owe, the society owes a lot to the people who planted this tree, respected Hegdeji, Kumarji. There are so many philanthropists over here who has been part of this particular journey. Today, they have given a van also for the community service. I came to know that you are already serving people, elderly people, the orphans, and the community by day and night services, and that too at free, a kind of very subsidized rate. The affordability is the big challenge in healthcare, delivering healthcare anywhere. हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी भी आयुष्मान योजना के द्वारा, is given an insurance of 5 lakhs rupees to each family. On top of it, every 70 years plus individual, irrespective, you may be millionaire, you may be just a pauper, but you entitle a free treatment in any hospital, Ayushman Bharat treatment, where impaneled hospital can give you the free treatment. That is the kind of a resolve our Prime Minister has taken. And it's a testament our Governor sir is here from Tripura. I have a story, another story to tell you. You know what happened one night, like you see a Major Saab. When Captain Saab walked into the hospital, there was an elderly person who was on the deathbed. He was just, had a myocardial infarction, and he was breathing in the pain. He was crying in the pain, and it appeared that he had no visitors. Suddenly one Fauji came, and then the nurse said, okay, hold his hand and just sit down over there. Don't talk to me. He needs you. So that Fauji went and hold the hand of, he was holding the hand of that elderly man whole night, and suddenly in the morning, his hand got loose and he died. And then he came to the nurse, that Captain Saab, and asked the nurse, who is this man? He said, he's your father. He said, no, he's not my father. I came here to meet Mr. William Gray, whose son has died in Iraq war, and I have come with his belongings. The nurse said, yes, he is Mr. William Gray. Many a times, the people need, so be there, be helpful, be with them. So these are the people, health workers, who work with the compassion, who works with the excellence, who works with some hope, who works with the healing hand and die-hard spirit in their heart. So this is the journey of Rashtrotthana Hospital. There are people who think about the country, think about the people living in the country. राष्ट्र के उत्थान के लिए, राष्ट्र की प्रगति के लिए, राष्ट्र की देखभाल के लिए, राष्ट्र की सुरक्षा के लिए हम जीते हैं तो राष्ट्र के लिए, मरेंगे तो राष्ट्र के लिए. ये हमारा प्रण होना चाहिए. मैं इतना ही कहना चाहूँगा. धन्यवाद.
For the insightful and special address. We extend our sincere gratitude and heartfelt felicitation to our esteemed donors. Your generosity and unwavering commitment have empowered our mission and touched countless lives. We are deeply thankful for your valuable support. So I would call upon one of our esteemed donor, Khanti Sweets Group, who have donated lap tower in the loving memory of their late founder, Sri Rajendra Prasad Sharma. I would request Srimati Usha Devi to kindly come on the dais for the felicitation. We sincerely acknowledge and appreciate this noble gesture. I would request Kumarji to felicitate Madam. Sir. I would also like to express a heartfelt gratitude to Rotary Bangalore, Rajarajeshwari Nagar Centennial for their generous donation for the equipment of MICU 2 and Wellness on Wheel. I would call upon Mr. Satish Madhavan, Mrs. Savita Inamdar, Mr. Shyam Sundar, and Mr. Satyanarayan to come on the dais. I request all the guests to kindly felicitate them. Thank you very much for all the donors.
We are fortunate to have with us MP Kumarji, President Rashtrotthana Parishad and founder Pro-Chancellor Chanakya University. Under his leadership, our hospital has grown in values and compassion. I request you to deliver the presidential address, sir.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. I think today is a very special day. We have Governor of Tripura, Mr. Nalluru Indrasen Reddy, and the Director of AIMS, and also many other distinguished guests today here, apart from my own colleagues of the hospital and Rashtrotthana Parishad. This has been a dream come true. 3 years ago when we started the hospital, and we were completely new to this area, and when we thought of starting the hospital here was a new step as far as Rashtrotthana Parishad is concerned. As my colleague Dinesh Hegde already told about various activities of Rashtrotthana, but we had not started a hospital. But COVID time gave us the inspiration and strongly felt need to create a very good charitable hospital, and because of that we found this place and started working on this. I still remember when we started, I think Sudhir Pai is somewhere here, and we talked to many of these people like him and got help to create a plan and took this place. It was almost like a abandoned place, like a mini forest, and we had to clear everything and recreate the hospital, because once upon a time there was another hospital here. So when we started, I think we got guidance from so many people who are sitting here today and also not here. And this effort has been a great learning for us. And also, I think what you heard from Dr. Shaila about what the hospital has been already able to achieve in the shortest time of 3 years. And 3 years has gone past so fast and so quickly. I'm surprised that we are here on the 3rd year and also served so many patients over a period of last 3 years. Rashtrotthana Parishat, the main motto is about Swastha Sustira Samaja Nirmana. Swastha Sustira Samaja Nirmana ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೋತ್ಥಾನ ಪರಿಷತ್ತಿನ ವಿಷನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಗುರಿ. ಈ ಗುರಿ ಸಾಧನೆಗಾಗಿ ವಿವಿಧ ಪ್ರಕಲ್ಪಗಳನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ನ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೋತ್ಥಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಸ್ವಸ್ಥ ಸುಸ್ಥಿರ ಸಮಾಜ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಆಗೋದು ಸ್ವಸ್ಥ ಸುಸ್ಥಿರ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನು ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಸ್ವಸ್ಥ ಮತ್ತು ಸುಸ್ಥಿರ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸ್ವಸ್ಥ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಅವರ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಅಂದರೆ ಬರೀ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎನಿವೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗುಡ್ ಟು ನೋ WHO ಒಂದು, ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಡೆಫಿನಿಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ಗೆ. ಅದು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್, ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ವೆಲ್-ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್, ನಾಟ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ದಿ ಆಬ್ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ಫರ್ಮಿಟಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ WHO. ಅಂದರೆ ಬರೀ ರೋಗ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಮಾತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿದ್ರೆ, ಹೋಲಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಬಿ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್, ಮೆಂಟಲ್, ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ವೆಲ್-ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸೇರಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲ್ ವೆಲ್-ಬೀಯಿಂಗನ್ನು ಸೇರಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಸ್ಥ ಸಮಾಜ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್, ಮೆಂಟಲ್, ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲ್ ವೆಲ್-ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸಮಾಜವನ್ನು ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಂಥ ಸಮಾಜ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಅನೇಕ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಂಥ ಅನೇಕ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೋತ್ಥಾನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೋತ್ಥಾನದ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಭಾಗ. ಈ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇನ್ನೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇದೆ. ಈ 4 ಆಯಾಮಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಆರೋಗ್ಯವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಅದ್ರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಬದುಕಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗಳು ಕೇವಲ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ತನ್ನು ಅಥವಾ ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ತನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಗಮನಿಸುವ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಇದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೋತ್ಥಾನದ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು 4 ಆಧಾರ ಸ್ತಂಭಗಳನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊದಲನೇದು, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಕೇರ್ ಅಟ್ ಆನ್ ಅಫೋರ್ಡಬಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್. ಏಕೆಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಚಾರಿಟಬಲ್ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆ, ಲಾಭಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಮಾಡೋ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಹೈ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಕೇರ್ ಅಟ್ ಅಫೋರ್ಡಬಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್. ಅಂಥ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಸೇವೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಇದು ಮೊದಲನೇದು. ಎರಡನೇದು, ಈ ಸೇವೆ ಸೇವಾಭಾವದಿಂದ ಕೂಡಿರಬೇಕು. ಅಂದರೆ ಇದು ವ್ಯಾಪಾರಕ್ಕಲ್ಲ, ಆದರೆ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಎಥಿಕಲ್ ಕೇರ್ ವಿತ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾಷನ್. ಇದು ಎರಡನೇದು ಮುಖ್ಯವಾದ ಭಾಗ. ಇನ್ನು ಮೂರನೇದು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೋತ್ಥಾನ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಸಮಗ್ರ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಇಂಟಗ್ರೇಟಿವ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಕೇರ್. ಇವತ್ತು ಅಲೋಪತಿಕ್ಕು, ಆಯುರ್ವೇದ, ಹೋಮಿಯೋಪತಿ, ಈ ಥರ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಏನು ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಪದ್ಧತಿಗಳಿದೆ, ಸೇವಾ ಪದ್ಧತಿಗಳಿದೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲದನ್ನೂ ಸೇರಿಸಿ ಒಟ್ಟು ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಆರೋಗ್ಯಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇದೆಯೋ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಒಟ್ಟು ಸೇರಿ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸಮಗ್ರ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾಗಬೇಕು. ಅದೆಲ್ಲದೂ ಒಂದೇ ಸೂರಿನ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಬೇಕು. ಅಂಡರ್ ಒನ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಅಂಬ್ರೆಲಾ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ health care, systems must be able to work integratedly towards the benefit of the patient. ಇದು ಉದ್ದೇಶ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆಯ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇದು ಒಂದು ಮೂರನೆಯ ಆಧಾರ ಸ್ತಂಭ. ಇನ್ನು ನಾಲ್ಕನೇದು ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ನೆಗ್ಲೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್, ವಿಚ್ ಜನರಲಿ ನೋ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್, ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಲೈಫ್ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್. ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಜೀವನ ಶೈಲಿಯಿಂದ ಅವರು ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕಾದ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಬರಬಾರದು ಅಂತ. ಅಂದರೆ ಅವರ ಆರೋಗ್ಯವನ್ನು ಕಾಪಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂಥ, ಅಂದರೆ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್, ಮೆಂಟಲ್, ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲ್ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲೂ ಏನು ಎಚ್ಚರಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು ಜೀವನ ಶೈಲಿಯನ್ನು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾದಂತೆ ರೂಢಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ಅವ್ರು ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರ ಆರೋಗ್ಯವನ್ನು ಕಾಪಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಜೀವನ ಶೈಲಿಯನ್ನು ಅನುಸರಿಸಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಒಂದು ಉಚಿತವಾದಂಥ ಸರಿಯಾದ ಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಹಾರ ವಿಹಾರಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಾದರೆ ಅದರಿಂದಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಆರೋಗ್ಯವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಾಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಾಪಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಷ್ಟದ ಕೆಲಸ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹುಷಾರು ತಪ್ಪಿದಾಗ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗೆ ಬಂದು ಮತ್ತೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅದೇ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ತಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಲೈಫ್ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಕನ್ಸಲ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಏನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾದಂಥ ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆ ಕೊಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಏನೇನು ಸಾಧ್ಯ, ಇದು ಕೂಡ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೋತ್ಥಾನ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅಪೇಕ್ಷೆ ಇದೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಇದರ ಅರ್ಥ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ತಮ್ಮ ಆರೋಗ್ಯವನ್ನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಾಪಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅದರಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಸ್ಥವಂತ ಸಮಾಜ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಅದು ಸುಸ್ಥಿರ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸುಸ್ಥಿರ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ಸಸ್ಟೈನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ಶ್ಯೂರ್ ದಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಸ್ಟೈನಬಲ್. ಆ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ಈ ಲೈಫ್ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಜೀವನ ಶೈಲಿಯ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಗಳು, ಅಗತ್ಯಗಳೇನಿದೆ ಅವುಗಳಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಶಿಕ್ಷಣವನ್ನು ಕೊಡೋ ಕೆಲಸ ಕೂಡ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೋತ್ಥಾನ ಪರಿಷತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಯ ಮೂಲಕ ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಬೇರೆ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳ ಮೂಲಕ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡೋ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇದು ಜನರು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಲೈಫ್ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ. ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನು ಒತ್ತಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಇದು ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗೆ ಅವ್ರು ಬರದೇ ಇರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಗತ್ಯವಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಕ್ರಮ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಮಾತು ಇದೆ, ಆಹಾರವನ್ನು ಔಷಧದ ರೀತಿ ಸೇವಿಸದೇ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಔಷಧವನ್ನೇ ಆಹಾರವಾಗಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಅದರಿಂದ ನಾವೇನು ಆಹಾರ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆ ಇದೆ ಅವುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಜೀವನ ಶೈಲಿಯನ್ನು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಅಳವಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಸ್ಥ ಸುಸ್ಥಿರ ಸಮಾಜವನ್ನು ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ದಾರಿದೀಪ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಮತ್ತು ಆ ದಿಕ್ಕಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಳೆದ 3 ವರ್ಷಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೋತ್ಥಾನದ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆ ಏನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಜನರಿಂದ, ಸಮಾಜದ ಗಣ್ಯರಿಂದ, ತುಂಬ ಜನ ಸೇವಾಕರ್ತರಿಂದ ಅನೇಕ ರೀತಿಯ ಸಹಕಾರ ನಮಗೆ ಮೂಡಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಏನೊಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸಮರ್ಪಿತ ಕಾರ್ಯಕರ್ತರು, ಈ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿ, ಅಂದರೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ನರ್ಸ್ಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ದೇ ಆರ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಡೇ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೈಟ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ಶ್ಯೂರ್ ದಟ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡೆಡ್ ಟು ಎವ್ರಿ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಹೂ ಈಸ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತು ನಮಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾಗಿದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಆಸೆ ಇರೋದು ನಾವೊಂದು ಮಾದರಿಯ, ಅಂದರೆ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಚಾರಿಟಬಲ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ಇದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗಳು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾಗಬೇಕು. ಅದರಿಂದ ಅತಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಜನರಿಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಕೇರು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆ ಕೊಡೋ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ತಯಾರಾಗೋದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಸಮಾಜ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಗೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾಗಬೇಕು. ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಮೂಲ ಆಶಯ. ಆ ಆಶಯಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೀತಿಯ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹ ಸಹಕಾರವನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಂದ ನಿರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ನನ್ನ 2 ಮಾತು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
Thank you very much, sir. It was really enlightening. Respected dignitaries on the dais, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we have now arrived at the significant moment of today's auspicious occasion. It's indeed a privilege to welcome an eminent personality whose presence lends grace, dignity, and meaning to this occasion. Our chief guest, His Excellency Shri Nallu Indrasena Reddy, Honorable Governor of Tripura, is a person of great vision, wisdom, and commitment. His contribution and leadership continues to inspire us all. May I now humbly request our respected chief guest to kindly come forward and deliver the inaugural address. Please, sir.
राष्ट्रोत्थान परिषद अध्यक्ष MP कुमार जी, कर्नल आनंद शंकर जी, दिनेश हेगड़े जी, प्रोफेसर अशोक पुराणिक जी, senior leaders, dedicated doctors, medical staff, management, generous supporters, brothers and sisters, सबको नमस्कार। सौ साल पहले RSS का प्रारंभ हुआ था देश के लिए। तो उसके बाद में जब RSS में बड़े होते जाते हैं तो हम ये स्पेशलाइजेशन है, हम ये काम करना चाहते हैं समाज के लिए। तो जो जो संघ के निर्माण में निकले चुके हैं तो एक एक उनके इंटरेस्ट के हिसाब से एक एक फील्ड में गए हैं। उसी फील्ड में से उस दिन ये एजुकेशन, हेल्थ, इसके बारे में सोचने के लिए पहले राष्ट्रोत्थान परिषद प्रारंभ हुआ है और उसमें एजुकेशन में जितने स्कूल्स, कॉलेजेस ये है अभी अपने सामने बोले हैं और उसमें से प्रोफेशनल कॉलेजेस, MBBS और NIT उसमें मेरा एक छोटा ये है, गवर्नमेंट का जितने भी ऐसे IITs और MBBS सोच रहे, उससे पहले 6th क्लास में गवर्नमेंट का रेजिडेंशियल स्कूल्स है, उनका नाम नवोदय स्कूल्स। नवोदय स्कूल्स में जो 5वीं पढ़े हैं वो 5वीं पढ़े सो लोगों में अगर नवोदय में एंट्रेंस दिलाए जितने भी बच्चे हैं तो एक बार नवोदय स्कूल में गया, नवोदय स्कूल से जो निकले हैं उसमें से ज़्यादा मिलिट्री में, IAS, IPS में और बड़े बड़े इसमें जाते हैं। एक बार वो स्कूल में एडमिशन होते ही उनका सोच बदलता है। तो इस टाइम पे मेरा रिक्वेस्ट है, अपने बच्चे जितने भी 5th क्लास के हैं उसको हर साल एग्ज़ामिनेशन वो नवोदय स्कूल में दिलाना है। और शेड्यूल ट्राइब्स के लिए एकलव्य रेजिडेंशियल स्कूल्स है, वो एक बार उधर ज्वाइन हुआ तो सिंगल ड्रेस में आना और कंप्लीट करके जाना है, पूरा रेजिडेंशियल, बुक्स, एवरीथिंग। तो दैट वन वी कैन एडॉप्ट ऑन दिस। और इस टाइम पे ये हॉस्पिटल का ये इनाग्रेशन के लिए मेरे को बुलाए हैं। बहुत खुशी है। मैं भी संस्था से आया हूँ, मगर इतने बड़ा प्रोग्राम और हॉस्पिटल ये चलाना, हॉस्पिटल चलाना इतना इजी काम नहीं है। अभी बहुत से लोग हॉस्पिटल्स शुरू करते हैं, कभी कभी पैसे दे तुम बोले तो भी डॉक्टर्स नहीं मिलते हैं। अभी कुछ मेडिकल कॉलेजेस है, मेडिकल कॉलेजेस में प्रोफेसर्स नहीं हैं, डॉक्टर्स नहीं हैं, पैसे देने के लिए, पे करने के लिए तैयार है, क्योंकि वो सुपर स्पेशलिटी, पीजी सुपर स्पेशलिटी होने के बाद प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल्स में जा रहे। तो अभी बहुत शॉर्टेज, ऐसा मैं मानता हूँ। उस सिलसिले में अपन एक हॉस्पिटल, वो भी सुपर स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल रन करना वो इतना इजी नहीं है, और उसके लिए पैसे भी होना है। तो डोनर्स अभी मैडम है, पूरे बेंगलुरु में उनका नाम स्वीट शॉप के नाम से परिचित है। जैसा उनका बिजनेस स्वीट है, उनका हार्ट भी वही इतने ही स्वीट है, अपने इनके लिए दिए हैं। और दूसरा डोनर है रोटरी क्लब। मैं लास्ट में बोलना चाहता था, रोटरी क्लब ने हमारे पास एक हैदराबाद में रोटरी क्लब चलाने वाला एक यूनिक हॉस्पिटल है, उसका नाम स्पर्श हॉस्पिटल। स्पर्श हॉस्पिटल पूरा फ्री है, और जो आदमी उधर आते हैं फैग एंड ऑफ जर्नी में आते हैं। पेशेंट अभी बचने का नहीं है, लास्ट में कभी जाना ही है, डेथ इज कन्फर्म, वही लोग वो हॉस्पिटल में आते हैं। और अभी सोसाइटी चेंज हुआ है, सिंगल पेरेंट, सिंगल रहने वाले हैं, घर में नहीं रख सकते, कैंसर पेशेंट्स हो, बड़े बाकी के पेशेंट्स हो, तो वैसे पेशेंट्स को उधर जाते ही वो इतना ही पूछते हैं कि अगर ये पेशेंट मर गया तो ये पेशेंट को लेके जाने का गारंटी कौन है, इतना ही पूछते हैं। आपके पास पैसे है क्या, क्या है, कहाँ से आए, किन के रिकमेंडेशन से आए, ये नहीं पूछते। तो वैसे हॉस्पिटल रोटरी क्लब वाले उधर चला रहे, एंड वो लोग इसमें इन्वॉल्व हुए, इसमें ये दे रहे। आई एम वेरी हैप्पी। मैं बहुत से लोगों को वो हॉस्पिटल भेजा है, उनके सर्विसेज रिकग्नाइज करके गवर्नमेंट ने वॉलंटली उनको ज़मीन दिया। पहले प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल में थे, तो वो जो जाते हैं तो वो दादी दादा ऐसे पुकार के उनका ट्रीटमेंट करते हैं, और सब लोग वैसे रहते हैं तो हैप्पीली रहते हैं। मेरे ये प्रॉब्लम है, वो प्रॉब्लम है, भूल जाते हैं। तो वैसे हॉस्पिटल चला रहे, वो लोगों का इधर कंट्रीब्यूशन है। आई वंस अगेन उनको धन्यवाद इसमें कंट्रीब्यूट करने के लिए, रोटरी क्लब के लिए। और दूसरा, अभी अपन हॉस्पिटल डॉक्टर्स है, डॉक्टर्स में जो हॉस्पिटल आते हैं तो आपके अपने ऊपर विश्वास करके आते हैं। जो आदमी जो किसी को नहीं बताते हैं, माँ बाप या दोस्त किसी को नहीं बताते हैं, वैसे उनके बॉडी डॉक्टर को अर्पित करते हैं। तो उसको वो विश्वास से जो आते हैं, उसको उतने ही विश्वास से अपन डॉक्टर्स एज ए डॉक्टर अपन अपना काम करना इस समय मैं आप लोगों को रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ। और ये हॉस्पिटल डॉक्टर्स अभी बोलते हैं कि अपन इन्फीरियर है, ऐसे सोचते हैं अपने मेडिसिन के बारे में। अभी इंडिया वर्ल्ड में मेडिकल हब बनने वाले हैं। हम किसी बाकी के देशों से कमी नहीं है और आगे है। अभी दूसरे देशों से अपने पास इलाज करने के लिए, ट्रीटमेंट के लिए अपने पास आ रहे हैं। जैसे मैडम डेंटल डॉक्टर जो अपने पहले बात करे हैं, डेंटल के लिए मेरे को मालूम है सो लोग, बहुत से लोग अमेरिका से आते हैं, क्योंकि अमेरिका से आके इधर ट्रीटमेंट कर लेके फिर जाने में जितना खर्च होता है उससे ज़्यादा खर्च उधर होता है। तो अपने पास सस्ते में होता है और अच्छे ट्रीटमेंट भी इधर होता है। वो विश्वास अभी है। अभी मैं एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ। 1985 में 40 साल पहले मेरा एक वर्कर, उनको ब्लड नैरो ये कैंसर हुआ था, ब्लड कैंसर। बोन नैरो उनको ट्रांसप्लांटेशन करना पड़ा। टाटा इंस्टीट्यूट में 1985 में उनको ये बोन नैरो ट्रांसप्लांटेशन हुआ है। वो 40 साल जिंदा है। लास्ट महीने वो मर गया। कैंसर बोले तो अब हो गया, चले जाने वाले हैं, ऐसे सोचने वालों को अपने पास एग्जाम्पल है। ऑपरेशन करने के बाद, बोन नैरो ट्रांसप्लांटेशन करने के बाद 40 साल अपने पास सक्सेसफुल ऑपरेशन हुआ है। मगर अपन कभी कभी उसका एग्जाम्पल्स बोलते नहीं, कभी कभी अपन इन्फीरियर फील होते हैं। ये नहीं होना है। अभी सर्विस फॉर द फूड पीपल, सर्विस फॉर द नेशन, ये कैलकुलेशन से, ये ध्यान में रखते हुए MC जयदेव जी संघ प्रचारक, उनके इसमें से ये हॉस्पिटल का प्रारंभ सोन शुरू हुआ है। वो पहले हमारे पास भी कुछ दिन काम करा है आंध्रा में। तो वैसे इंस्टीट्यूट अभी अपना है। तो अभी गवर्नमेंट के तरफ से जो पेशेंट्स आते हैं, मोस्टली बहुत से लोगों को गवर्नमेंट ने कितना हेल्थ के लिए काम कर रहे, बहुत से लोगों को मालूम नहीं है। अभी आरोग्य मंदिर बोल के जो प्राइमरी हेल्थ सेंटर है, उससे नीचे भी जो सेंटर है, उसमें से पेट में जब कंसीव हुआ उस टाइम से उनका ट्रैकिंग शुरू होता है। गांव का आशा वर्कर जो है, महीने महीने उनको टेस्टिंग कराना, उनको अच्छे खाने का दिलाना गवर्नमेंट से, और ऑपरेशन के डिलीवरी के टाइम पे अगर एम्बुलेंस नहीं मिला तो वो कार में टैक्सी में लेके गए तो टैक्सी के पैसे भी गवर्नमेंट देता है। ये बहुत से लोगों को नहीं मालूम। और उसके बाद में पेट से डिलीवरी होता है। डिलीवरी होने के बाद उनके बच्चे का देखभाल पूरे गवर्नमेंट करता है। और वो जैसा बच्चा बड़े होते जाते हैं, उनका डेवलपमेंट के लिए आंगनवाड़ी टीचर होते हैं। आंगनवाड़ी टीचर पहले घरों में बहुत बच्चे होते थे, खेलते थे, मगर वो अभी सिंगल बच्चे हैं, खेलने के लिए कोई नहीं है। बच्चे जितने दूसरे बच्चों से सीखते वो पेरेंट्स से उतना नहीं सीखते हैं। तो इसलिए सीखने के लिए, खेलने के लिए अभी आंगनवाड़ी टीचर्स वो खिलौना वगैरह उधर रख के वो सिखा रहे हैं। और उसके बाद में जो बड़े होते हैं, जो बड़े होने के बाद उनके लिए इंश्योरेंस स्कीम्स जो है, अभी महीना में 1 रुपये से 12 रुपया और टैक्स के साथ 20 रुपये बन गए, तो अपने को कोई सांप काटा या कुछ एक्सीडेंट हुआ तो उनको एक्सीडेंटल पैसे मिलता है 20 रुपये में। अगर एक दिन के 1 रुपये के हिसाब से 365 रुपीस और टैक्स के मिल के 400 रुपया अगर बनते हैं, तो उनके देश भर में कहाँ भी हॉस्पिटल में उनको इलाज इंश्योरेंस से मिलता है। और 75 इयर्स के बाद में जितने भी है उनके लिए इंश्योरेंसेस है। मैं यही बोलता हूँ कि अभी बड़े बड़े हॉस्पिटल्स भी वो उसका एडवांटेज ले रहा है। तो अपन भी अभी आभा कार्ड जो है, आभा कार्ड प्राइवेट का इंस्टीट्यूशन से लिंकअप करके, त्रिपुरा में अगर पेशेंट है तो उनका हेल्थ कार्ड नंबर हो जाता है। जैसा आधार कार्ड है वैसे ही हेल्थ कार्ड होता है। अगर कोई काम पे बेंगलुरु आया तो बेंगलुरु में अगर कुछ प्रॉब्लम हुआ तो अगर हॉस्पिटल गया तो वो आभा कार्ड का अगर मार दिया तो उनका पुराना हिस्ट्री क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम है ये सब आता है। तो ये अभी हमारे पास हैदराबाद बाकी के प्लेस में भी ये बड़े बड़े हॉस्पिटल जो है वो 2-3 ब्लॉक ऐसे अलग अलग करते हैं। तो पेमेंट जो एफोर्डेबल है उनके लिए एक वार्ड होता है, और जो आरोग्यश्री और इसके नीचे है उनके लिए अलग वार्ड होता है। इधर है या नहीं मेरे को नहीं मालूम, मगर गवर्नमेंट का जितने भी ये है उसका एडवांटेज उसको एजुकेट करने का है। अब जब कभी आए तो उसका एडवांटेज भी लेने का जरूरी है। अपन ट्रस्ट है इसलिए नहीं लेना ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है, वी कैन टेक इट। और अभी गवर्नमेंट और प्राइवेट में कभी कभी अपना सोच का डिफरेंस होता है। जैसा कॉलेज के एमबीबीएस पढ़ना है, ऑप्शन देते हैं, पहले चांस कहाँ जाना है, गवर्नमेंट कॉलेज जाना चाहते हैं। गवर्नमेंट कॉलेजेस होने के बाद लास्ट चॉइस में पेमेंट कॉलेजेस में आते हैं। कॉलेज हो जाता है, अपन वही हॉस्पिटल में जहाँ से अपन पढ़े हैं वही हॉस्पिटल में काम करते हैं, मगर जब इलाज के लिए उनके घर में से फैमिलीज आते हैं तो हमारे हॉस्पिटल में नहीं दूसरे हॉस्पिटल में जाने के लिए, प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल के लिए सोचते हैं। ये क्यों? गवर्नमेंट कॉलेज में पढ़ना चाहते हैं, गवर्नमेंट कॉलेज में पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट करना चाहते हैं, गवर्नमेंट कॉलेज में सुपर स्पेशलिटी करना चाहते हैं। वही कॉलेज में वही हॉस्पिटल में अपने फैमिली मेंबर्स को लेके जाने के लिए आगे पीछे होते हैं। क्यों? उसमें ज़्यादा क्राउड होते हैं, ज़्यादा क्राउड जहाँ होता है वहाँ थोड़ा आगे पीछे हो सकता है। कभी कभी बोलते हैं कि प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल में हमारे लिए अलग रूम होते हैं। मैं भी देखा हूँ, बड़े बड़े हॉस्पिटल में जाके वो कितने देर वेटिंग हॉल में रहते हैं मेरे को भी मालूम है। तो उसी लिए उसको समझना, मैं त्रिपुरा गवर्नर बनने के बाद पहले तो मैं एयरपोर्ट में जाते ही कलकत्ता में कोई आके मिला, कहाँ इधर कहाँ है? नहीं साहब इधर बंगला है। क्यों है? त्रिपुरा से कोई आए तो इधर इलाज करने के लिए 3 बंगला है सब, वो पेशेंट और उनके लिए ले। जरूरी क्या है? उधर 3 हॉस्पिटल है ना, विश्वास नहीं है। तो मैं जाने के बाद बोला है कि मैं जो भी हूँ, कभी भी कुछ हुआ तो वही हॉस्पिटल जाऊँगा, तो वही हॉस्पिटल जाते हैं। तो गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल के ऊपर विश्वास रखना। खाली गवर्नर हूँ इसीलिए त्रिपुरा में जा रही है, ऐसा नहीं है। हैदराबाद में भी जब हूँ, मेरे को ऑपरेशन हुआ तो गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल में कर लिया। ईयर का प्रॉब्लम है गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल, बैक पेन है तो गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल। मैं एक फैमिली डॉक्टर था, उन्होंने बोले सब उधर क्यों जाते हैं, वही हेड ऑफ द डिपार्टमेंट हमारे हॉस्पिटल में अपने पास आते हैं। डॉक्टर वही होगा मगर प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल में नहीं, वही डॉक्टर वही हॉस्पिटल में जाऊंगा, क्योंकि वही डॉक्टर अगर प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल में देखे तो उनका सोच अलग होता है, वही डॉक्टर गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल में गए तो उनका सोच अलग होता है। तो ये विश्वास पहले जो भी आते हैं प्रिपरेशन अपर वैसे प्रिपेयर कैसे करके उस दिशा में लेके जाने का जरूरी है। और दूसरा, अभी अध्यक्ष जी बोले थे, MP कुमार जी, मानसिकता, फिजिकल ट्रीटमेंट रोग डिसीज के लिए ट्रीटमेंट देना अलग है, उनको मेंटली तैयार करना अलग है। उसके लिए पहले क्या होता था, डॉक्टर रोगी के पास जाते थे पुराने दिनों में, अभी रोगी डॉक्टर के पास आ रहा है। पहले फैमिली डॉक्टर्स होते थे, वो फैमिली डॉक्टर को फैमिली के बारे में, गाँव के बारे में सब मालूम होते थे। तो आते ही उन्होंने बोल के मेंटली तैयार करते थे कि कुछ नहीं होगा, मगर ऐसे पेशेंट से बात करने वाले, अभी टाइम देने वाले नहीं हैं। ये सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है। अभी कुछ कोर्सेस नया आए हैं, साइकोलॉजी, क्लिनिकल साइकोलॉजी। मेरे को ऐसे ही एक विजयवाड़ा में क्लिनिकल साइकोलॉजी कोर्स है पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन का, उनका इनागरेशन चल रहा है, आप आइए। मैं बोला क्लिनिकल साइकोलॉजी बोले तो वो दवा देते क्या? नहीं साहब, वो दवा नहीं देते, पेशेंट को टच भी नहीं करते, फिर भी उनको क्लिनिकल साइकोलॉजी है। तो क्लिनिकल साइकोलॉजी बेसिकली पेशेंट से उनको बात करना, डिसीज के बारे में बोलना और उसको विश्वास दिलाना, ये जरूरी है। तो वो वैसे अगर साइकोलॉजिकली प्रिपेयर करने के लिए अपने पास अपने हॉस्पिटल में जो रिटायर्ड पीपल है, रिटायर्ड पीपल को जो सेवा कर सकते हैं, जो टाइम दे सकते हैं, उन लोगों को मिनिमम ट्रेनिंग देके अपने पास शाम में उधर इधर जाते हैं, पार्क में वॉकिंग को जाते हैं, उससे सिवाय इधर आके बैठो, 1-2 घंटा टाइम दो, उससे ज़्यादा फायदा होगा, ये मेरा विश्वास है। तो वैसे अपन ये कर सकते हैं। और अभी टेक्नोलॉजी इतना बड़ा है, रोबोटिक सर्जरी आ रहा है। आगे आने वाले दिनों में we are going to be leading country in robotic surgery. और अपन उस दिशा में कोरोना के टाइम पे अपन प्रूव करे हैं, वर्ल्ड में अपन कर सकते हैं। बड़े बड़े केमिकल इंडस्ट्रीज कैसे दबाव करने के लिए आए हैं, फिर भी अपन अपने हिसाब से बहुत से लोगों देशों को कोरोना के फ्री ट्रीटमेंट देके वो इस दिशा में अपन आगे गए हैं। और इसीलिए अपना हॉस्पिटल उस दिशा में पहले जो पेशेंट्स है, एफोर्डेबल पेशेंट्स, नॉन एफोर्डेबल पेशेंट्स और साइकोलॉजिकल ट्रीटमेंट, पेशेंट को टाइम देना, ये इसमें बाकी के लोगों से अपन आगे रहेंगे, ये मेरा विश्वास है। और लास्ट में एक ही है, जो आगे आने वाले इनके लिए 2-3 अपन साइकोलॉजिकली अपने आम पब्लिक को, पर्टिकुलरली बच्चों को प्रिपेयर करने का है। चाइल्ड मैरिजेस इज़ नॉट गुड। चाइल्ड मैरिजेस ठीक नहीं है, मगर लेट मैरिजेस भी अच्छा नहीं है। तो लेट मैरिजेस के बारे में भी अपन एजुकेट करने का है। एक बार ऐसे ही फ्लाइट में मैं जा रहा था, मेरे बाजू में एक बच्ची बैठे थे। क्या कर रहे? आईटी प्रोफेशनल में काम कर रहा हूँ। शादी हुआ क्या? अभी शादी क्या, कितने उम्र है? 30 साल है। तो अभी 35 इयर्स तक कर रहा हूँ। मैं बोला हूँ आप 35 इयर्स को कर लेते हैं, 40 साल में बच्चे होते हैं, तुम्हारा मम्मी उस टाइम तक 65-70 होता है, तो तुम्हारा बच्ची को तुम्हारा मम्मी को देते क्या, बोल के पूछा। क्योंकि वो ओल्ड एज हो गया। आप डरते तुम्हारे बच्चे उनको दिए तो नीचे गिर जाता, नीचे गिराता बोल के। तो तुम्हारे को अगर अर्ली बच्चा हुआ तो उनको आपको नानी आप देखने के लिए 2-3 साल ऐसे ही करता है, आपको फ्री में मिलता है, ये सर्विस कहाँ से मिलता? तो फिर वो सोचना शुरू करें। तो इसके बारे में डिस्कशन करना, अल्टीमेटली डिसीजन इज देयर, बट लेट मैरिज इज़ नॉट गुड। एट द सेम टाइम लेट मैरिज होने के बाद लेट चिल्ड्रन, तो अर्ली राइट टाइम में मैरिज और अर्ली चिल्ड्रन, इसके बारे में भी हर बार डिस्कशन करते जाना है। और सिंगल चाइल्ड, 2-3 बच्चे हैं, तो कभी कभी सिंगल चाइल्ड को मोर एफेक्शनेट इसमें जाते हैं, तो कभी कभी बड़ा होने के बाद वो बच्चे अकेला है बोल के मेरे को इतना क्यों करते हो, तुम दूसरों को क्यों नहीं लाए, अकेले एक ही बच्चा को क्यों ये करे बोल के उल्टा पूछने वाले बच्चे भी हो गए। तो बच्चे जितना सीख लेते हैं, उससे कंपैरिजन में बहुत स्टडीज आए हैं, तो उसके बारे में भी अपन चर्चा करने का, डिस्कशन करने का है। वैसे ही मदर मिल्क के बारे में भी एजुकेट करने का है। अभी मैं दिल्ली में एक डॉक्टर्स का कॉन्फ्रेंस को गया था, उसमें डॉक्टर्स ऐसे फिर कॉन्फ्रेंस होने के बाद बैठे हैं, उधर बात करा हाउ टू फीड मिल्क बेबी, इसके बारे में बोले तो ऐसे भी है क्या, ऐसे अलग कोर्स भी होता है क्या? बेबी फीडिंग के लिए पैड होता है भाई, मैं बोले तो बेबी फीडिंग के लिए अलग पैड होता है क्या? वो मेरे को पूछ रहा है। तो ये अपन बोलने का ज़रूरी है। अभी बेबी फीडिंग का पैड हो गया, बेबी फीडिंग का एजुकेट करना है, और उसी हिसाब से ब्लड मिल्क बैंक्स भी हुआ है। इसके बारे में एजुकेट करके समाज में जितना सोसाइटी को जितना एजुकेट करते हैं उससे ज़्यादा फ़ायदा होता है। तो उस दिशा में आप ये हॉस्पिटल और हॉस्पिटल आईएसओ वालों को आगे ले जा सकते हैं। मैं ये 3rd एनिवर्सरी सेलिब्रेशंस के संदर्भ में राष्ट्रोत्थाना हॉस्पिटल ये ऑफिशियली इनाग्रेट करते हुए इसमें जितने भी डॉक्टर, स्टाफ, नर्स जितने भी इसमें इन्वॉल्व हुए हैं, जो टाइम दे के कर रहे हैं, उन सब लोगों को मैं फिर एक बार हार्दिक धन्यवाद देता हूं। और ये इंस्टीट्यूशन ऐसे ही 3 साल में इसका बहुत अच्छा बड़ा नाम कमाए हैं। आगे भी वी आर नन लेस देन टू एनीबडी, ऐसा ये करके एक बड़ा नाम कमाएं और आम पब्लिक के लिए, सामान्य पब्लिक के लिए, अनएफोर्डेबल फाइनेंशियली पुअर पीपल के लिए ये हॉस्पिटल है। हॉस्पिटल पूरा हॉस्पिटल बोले तो राष्ट्रोत्थाना हॉस्पिटल बोल के ये इमेज लाएंगे। इस विश्वास के साथ मैं फिर एक बार आप सब लोगों को इस प्रोग्राम में मेरे को बुला के मेरे को ये मौका दिया है, सब लोगों को फिर एक बार धन्यवाद करते हुए छुट्टी लेता हूँ। जय भारत, जय।
Thank you for your kind words, sir. As we have come to the end of the program, it's time to acknowledge and thank all those who have made today's event a success. I invite Dr. Nishant Lakshmikant, Consultant General Surgery, to propose the vote of thanks.
Ellarigu namaskara. Good evening, everyone. Being a minimally invasive surgeon, I'll try to keep this vote of thanks as short as my incisions. Respected dignitaries on the dais, esteemed guests, colleagues, dear friends, it's my proud privilege to propose the vote of thanks. First and foremost, we express our deep sense of gratitude to Shri Nallu Indrasena Reddy, Honorable Governor of Tripura, for gracing this occasion. I would now request Kumar ji to hand over a token of appreciation to our chief guests. Can we have a big round of applause, please? We are equally thankful to Professor Dr. Ashok Puranik sir, Executive Director of AIIMS Guwahati, for being with us today. I now request Dinesh ji to hand over a token of appreciation to our guest of honor. Can we have a round of applause for them, please? Valuable guidance and encouragement, sir. Our sincere thanks to MP Kumarji, President of Rashtrotthana Parishad, Dinesh Hegdeji, General Secretary of Rashtrotthana Parishad, and K.S. Narayanji, Treasurer of Rashtrotthana Parishad and our hospital in charge, for their visionary leadership, constant support, and stewardship of this institution. We are grateful to Colonel Dr. Anand Shankar sir, our Medical Director of Rashtrotthana Hospital, for his exemplary leadership. I would also like to thank Dr. Shaila ma'am, our medical administrator, for her meticulous planning and seamless coordination that made sure that there was a smooth conduct of today's program.
And I would like to sincerely thank those wonderful school students from the Rashtrotthana Vidya Kendra for their soulful and disciplined rendition of the national anthem. Can we have a big round of applause for them, please? I would also like to thank the MCs for today, Dr. Ashwita and Dr. Manasa, and also ChatGPT. I'm sure they would agree with me on that. And lastly, our heartfelt appreciation goes to the nursing staff, the hospital staff, and all the team members of Rashtrotthana Hospital who have worked diligently behind the scenes. And they are the backbone of this institution. A big round of applause for them, please. Finally, we thank all our well-wishers and our audience for their presence. Thank you so much for your encouragement and continued trust in the Rashtrotthana Hospital. Let us continue to work together with renewed commitment as we move forward in this journey of service. Thank you all. Jai Karnataka, Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir. As a tradition, let's end the occasion by a national anthem. Kindly, I request everybody to raise.
I request everybody to be seated. The dignitaries will be proceeding towards the hospital. Nobody to be leaving the seats, please. I request everybody to be seated. I request everybody to be seated and not to leave the seats. The dignitaries will be proceeding towards the hospital. I request everybody to be seated till the governor leaves to the hospital. Please remain seated. I request everybody to be seated till the Honorable Governor goes towards the hospital. Please be seated. We have another talk by Professor Malini Suttur shortly. Moving forward, we have with us Professor Malini Suttur, Chairperson, Department of Genetics and Genomics, University of Mysore, to give a talk on stress and its management, a scientific analysis.
Professor Suttur, yes, Malini ma'am, has been teaching and doing research from past 24 years and has conducted extensive research on genetic disorder, infertility, obesity, PCOD, and its diabetes and its relationship to infertility. She has received more than 1.5 crore financial assistance from various funding agencies. Madam teaches genetics, cytology, anthropogenetics, molecular biology, etc. for students. Many students have been awarded PhD under guidance, and ma'am also have many students who have completed MPhil, and many of them have completed MSc as well. She has written books on genetic disease, cancer, sexual health of men and women in Kannada. She has presented more than 80 research papers in national and international conferences. She has published more than 90 research articles in national and international journals. She is also creating awareness among people by giving programs in Doordarshan Chandana channel. Ma'am also has her own YouTube channel called as Matu with Malini. She is a TEDx speaker. She has delivered numerous talks related to holistic health. I welcome you, ma'am. The stage is yours.
How to move the slides? Good evening, one and all. At the outset, I thank the organizer for this great opportunity, and really I am blessed to be a part of this program. And today, let me have some interaction about, you must be knowing all about stress and its management. Now we are in the era of artificial intelligence, everywhere AI, and parallelly, along with the technology, along with the innovation of AI, parallelly we are moving towards many health issues, especially mental health issues, and we don't know how to crack this. So the stress management, and what is the scientific basis of this stress management? Yeah, before knowing how to manage the stress, we must know the nature of our brain, the structure of our brain, how different the male brain is from the female brain. Yeah, so if we understand the scientific mechanism of our brain, then it is very easy to handle everyone, even in the family or in the society. So the tricks are small things which are very subtle, but it makes a lot of difference. Today just I give some tips how to do the management, that's a stress management. You must be knowing the stress is a survival mechanism. It's not a burden, it is a survival mechanism. Through the evolutionary process, we come to know Yeah, sorry for the interference. Yeah. Yes, yes. Yeah. You must be knowing the most complex organ in our body, that is the brain. The structure, if you want to know, it is, in spite of unraveling the nature of the brain, still it is very difficult to understand the differences between the male and female brain. And if you know more about the neuroplasticity, how the brain networking will develop according to our environment, that is what we call the resilience capacity. And about the conscious and subconscious mind, we must be knowing the conscious mind is just the 10% and remaining 90% is our subconscious mind. The brain creates its own reality, and these are all some of the very important things we must know. And the myth about the right and the left brain, the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere, which is connected by the corpus callosum, and the gut-brain connection, the whole world, now all research is related to gut microbiome. What is the connection between food intake and our behavior? And what food we take, that decides our behavior. All these things are now the hot spot of our research. Everything now, even physical health, mental health, social health, all these are interconnected with our diet and our behavior. Yeah. Now, if you know, before knowing the stress management, we must know what are all the different parts of our brain. And we have, in human, we have 3 different parts. That is the brain stem, which will maintain everything, the metabolism, temperature, everything. Above that, there is a limbic system. Limbic system, it is considered as a reptilian brain because it always activates during the fight, flight, fright mechanism. And in front of that, we have a prefrontal cortex. This is actual human brain. Sorry. In the evolutionary process, the prefrontal cortex is the actual human brain. Most of the time, why we can't achieve anything, we don't know what decision has to be taken, and we are unable to judge or we are unable to do any analysis because the front brain or the actual human brain has shut down, and the limbic system will be overtake or dominating. Thereby, we are unable to make any decision or we are unable to do anything. So the prefrontal cortex, if we have a dominance over the prefrontal cortex, then it is easy for us to be the achiever. That's a limbic system I told you. Limbic system is nothing but a reptilian brain or the animal brain. When there is a survival mechanism, the limbic brain will be activated, and when limbic system is activated, in turn it will activate our hypothalamus, then the pituitary, then the adrenal gland, then the stress hormone will be released, and once stress hormone releases into the blood, then you must be knowing this in turn causes high blood pressure, then in turn there is a raise in the glucose in the blood, and all these things are just to cope up ourselves for fight, flight or fright mechanism. And you must be knowing we have different kinds of waves in our brain, generally depending upon our action. So if we are in continuous work, then in activity, then it is a beta waves will be there. And if we are in a calm condition, then it will be transferred to alpha. Then In between the sleep and the awakened condition, it is a trance condition or the theta waves are there. In deep sleep, it is a delta, and yogic practices or yoga nidra, then we see there is a gamma state. Gamma state is the ultimate state, and in the gamma state of our brain, many things, discovery, invention, decision, so many new things will be done in the gamma state, and it is very much needed because we are in the technology era, and it is very much essential for us to keep our brain very calm, that is in the alpha state. And these are all the things in a different state of our brain waves, and most of the time we are in the 32 hertz, that is a loss of sense of self, and we are always in the fight or flight or fight mechanism. So, and apart from that, everyone must know which are all the neurotransmitter which will dominate in our day-to-day activity. You must be knowing there is a dopamine. Dopamine surge will be there, dopamine spikes will be there, and dopamine addiction. It's a new type of addiction, not the alcohol, not the marijuana, cocaine, drugs. It's a dopamine addiction. Now, the rewarding hormone. Whatever we do, immediately dopamine surge will be there, and body seek always dopamine once it is addicted. That's why the youngsters, they are addicted for mobile or reels or Insta, Facebook, all this, because every time there is a notification or there is a likes or comments, these are all, it increases the spikes of the dopamine. Similarly, we have the serotonin, which is a mood hormone. And what happens nowadays, the serotonin will be, 80% of the serotonin is produced by our gut microbes. Most of the time it is a lactobacillus, bifidobacterial bacteria, and only 20% of the serotonin is produced by our neurons. And this serotonin synthesis is mainly depending upon the tryptophan amino acid, which is most of the time from our vegetarian diet. And this tryptophan will be converted into serotonin, and that's a mood hormone. And apart from that, we have another very good hormone called as a love hormone, oxytocin. The oxytocin is the love hormone. If you are in a group, definitely oxytocin surge will be there. That's why all alone, otherwise loneliness, it is a deadly disease. Being alone, being lonely is a deadly disease, and it is more than any cancer or any infectious condition. And these are all some of the very important hormones or the neurotransmitters generally produced from our brain. And other than that, you must be knowing the melatonin. Melatonin is that is a magic hormone, anti-aging hormone. And only in a deep sleep, this melatonin will be secreted. These are all secrets from our neurons. And with this background, let us know what exactly the stress and how to manage. And this is a trick. If you know how to manage your stress, that resilience capacity will make you wonderful personality in the society. Stress, I told you, it is not bad. It is a response to any demand or challenge in our body, and it will be triggered either by the external stimuli or the internal thoughts. Internal thoughts or the external stimuli, and it might be due to the positive experience or the negative experience. Both positive experience also creates stress, negative experiences also create stress. So, stress can arise from external most of the time, not only external, even the internal thoughts or the reaction also causes stress. Then we must know, we should categorize what are the different types of stress. So knowing all these things, it is very easy to manage our life, day-to-day activity. And the acute stress, it is a short-term stress that arises from specific event or the situation. So only during short period of time, for example, during your examination or during your vivas or when you give your internals, that's a very acute stress, short time. Once it is done, you will be relaxed. Only a short duration, it will be a presentation at work, an exam, or some sudden change in our plan also causes this acute stress. But its impact is nothing dangerous. Okay, because small stress is very much required to fulfill our things. It can lead to physical or emotional exhaustion, but it is not dangerous. And everyone will have this acute stress. Every day we have this acute stress in a small dose for a short period. Chronic stress, this is most dangerous. Long-term stress that persists over a prolonged period due to ongoing situation or unresolved problem. So there are many problems which are unresolved. It is very difficult to resolve some of the issues. It could be financial issue, it could be extramarital relation. So many things, it is unresolved many of the time. So what happened here, because of this prolonged period, there are lot of changes happens in our body. It could be continuous work pressure. There is never end for the work pressure. Family conflicts, it will never end. Health problem, chronic condition in a terminal stages, any family member having a cancer or any other issues, Alzheimer, Parkinson, age-related problem, then it is a never-ending problem. It is a long-term stress. And this stress consequences, it results into cardiovascular diseases. Then there is an anxiety disorder, lot of anxiety disorder we can see, a spectrum of anxiety disorder, depression and weakened immunity. So because of this condition, what happened? So they are very prone for even any very small infection. It could be simple cough, cold, all these things, and frequently they fall ill. Episodic, it is just like a wave, whereas in being consistently late or frequently facing work-related crisis, it occurs frequently and in short bursts and often related to specific incidents. Only during examination they develop the stress. After that, they will be relaxed. It is a episodic. These are all different kind. But I told you, stress is not bad. There are two kinds of stress. One is a eustress and another is a de-stress. Eustress is always considered as a good stress. It can motivate and energize individual. So, for example, in a wedding or the marriage, both the boy and girl, they are all stressed, but it is a kind of a good emotion. That is a eustress. Our first day in our duty job, we face lot of problems, but in spite of that, we will be very happy. That is a eustress. Starting a new job is a eustress. Preparing for a wedding is a new stress. But it is a very important. It develops resilience capacity, and thereby they can face any challenges in the life. They can bounce back. Any problem, they are not worried. They know how to tackle. That's why nowadays what happened, more than IQ, all IT companies, they are giving importance for AQ. IQ is an intelligent quotient and AQ is an adversity quotient. How you bounce back for any problem. If something goes wrong in a company, so if they remove you from the company, how you can face the situation. So according to their AQ, now the selection for the candidate will be mainly based on the AQ, not the IQ, not your marks or not your performance, how you bounce back, how you become a resilient for any kind of challenges. That makes a major difference, and more preference will be given for that, and that is the positiveness. So distress, so it's not, distress is actually the stress. Excuse me, it's not moving. Distress is the actual stress which will impair entire our metabolic pathway. So because of the distress, we develop lot of multifactorial disorder. Now you must be knowing India stands first for the metabolic disorder, that to diabetic capital. And we are in the third position in cancer and 1 in 5 for the cardiac issues and all these conditions. Yeah. Yeah, what happened when chronic stress develops? Chronic stress for the long duration, no, it causes hypertension and diabetes and all hormonal imbalances and all metabolic disorder, even PCOD, infertility, all these variations are due to hormonal impairment, and once again it is influenced by stress. So what are all the different stressors? That's a work stress, high workload, can't be taken, long hours, continuous 8 hours or 10 hours. In IT company, they are telling weekly they have to work for 70 hours. It is highly impossible. Human can't work for 70 hours. So, and lack of control, then job insecurity. Nowadays, no government job. It is only always there is an insecure feeling. Insecure feeling always causes a lot of stress. And lot of lack of recognition, role, ambiguity, unfair treatment, and so on and so forth. So at home also we have lot of issues like a financial problem, family conflicts are more nowadays, nuclear family, and as I told you, there is a lot of differences between the male and female brain, and that's why it is very difficult to manage. Because female brain, she has an emotional memory. Males, they don't have an emotional memory. She's a multitasker and males are monofocal. They can do one work at a time. So all these differences will create, because nobody knows the structure of the brain, the nature of the brain. So because of this, what happened? Always there is a conflict between the males and females, and finally ends with a divorce and many other major issues. So stress at home, that's a poor communication between husband and wife. Household responsibility will not be shared by both of them. The health problems, then parental challenging. They don't know how to raise the children. That's the major challenge nowadays. It is very difficult to manage adolescent age children, because there is a lot of hormonal fluctuation. And because of that, they are more aggressive, and the boys, more surges of testosterone will be there, female estrogen, and if children are in adolescent and mother is in a menopausal, then it is very difficult to manage mother and daughter, and it is a really a major task. So, stress from the societal expectation. Everyone wanted their children either medicine or doctor or engineer, and they don't want teachers or any other profession in the society. So that is a social responsibility, whether they like it or not, they have to. Economic inequality, cultural pressure. We do have a lot of cultural pressure. Now, the Z generation, between youths and aged one, always there is a conflict because of the cultural change. There is a pressure will be there, and youths, they don't want to follow some of the traditional thing, and even that will also have an impact on the society. Discrimination, bias, political climate, peer pressure is nowadays, it is a more media influence. So lot of such things will be there. So earlier, I told you, now stress is a survival mechanism. So it has an evolutionary importance. How stress has developed in humans when he was in a forest, and there are a lot of predators. Either it may be lion or it may be tiger. So in order to face that, either he has to fight with that or he has to run away from the situation. So in order to cope up for that situation, what has happened? Our hypothalamus, it used to secrete corticotropic hormone. In turn, hypothalamus will give the instruction for the pituitary for ACTH, adrenocorticotropic hormone. Then ACTH will act upon the adrenal gland and it will release the cortisol. When cortisol is released, body is ready either to fight with the lion or the tiger or to run away from the situation. The same mechanism is continued now, same mechanism, but the stressors are different. Now the stressors are not the lion, not the tiger. Now the stressors are either husband or wife or the boss or the principal or the director or the children or the peer pressure. Otherwise, most of the time, now the stressors are social media, all social media things. So, or EMI, these are all the stressor. The mechanism remains same. Mechanism remains same. Whenever we see them, then immediately CRH will be produced, ACTH produced, cortisol produced, and immediately there is a surge in our sugar level in the blood. There is a hypertension, then heartbeat increases. Same mechanism when we see lion or when we see Facebook. Same mechanism, nothing has changed in the evolutionary. Earlier, it was a mechanism for fight, flight, fright. But now, every day, and it was a very short duration. We are facing the lion, short duration. After that, we will be relaxed. But now, the stressors continued. So at home, it is either any one of them, or in a working place, we are facing lot of problem with a higher authority. The stressors will be in a queue, thereby sugar level in the blood will remains high, blood pressure will be more always. So that leads to all kind of multifactorial disorders. You must be knowing there is a sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system, autonomous nervous system. And what happened earlier, all the practices what our ancestors used to have, everything, I have decoded almost all the practices. Even yesterday I was going through a lot of research papers from Nature and Lancet. There are lot many papers. Now whole globally, they are trying to decode Indian knowledge system, how Indians have developed very fantastic practices to activate our vagus nerve. You must be knowing, when we activate our vagus nerve, in turn it will activate our parasympathetic nervous system. Parasympathetic nervous system will keeps us always cool. And when vagus nerve activates, it will in turn activate the prefrontal cortex. Once prefrontal cortex is activated, then all kind of innovation, discoveries, decision making, everything, whatever we have seen now, everything we can achieve. So one innovation, one thing will make you millionaire. So in order to achieve that, you have to activate your prefrontal cortex. If your prefrontal cortex is activated, then your reptilian brain will shut down. So no scope for the reptilian or the animal brain. If your animal brain is activated, your prefrontal cortex is shut down, then you can't do anything. So that is the region. Actually, it is called as a pragna, arivina buddhi. Pragna buddhi is in your front brain. All yogis, all achievers, everyone, all great scientists, they used to activate their prefrontal cortex. How? Through meditation. Through some practices. I have decoded lot of such culture, the practices. Even putting a namaskara mudra, you can activate your vagus nerve. Taking a cold shower, or massaging your ear, massaging your foot, or drinking cold water if you are stressed. Immediately, your sympathetic nervous system will be shut off and your parasympathetic nervous system will be switched on and off mechanism. Thereby, you will be knowing how to react, how to interact. And you must be knowing the duration of the anger is just 90 seconds. If just 90 seconds, by that time, your prefrontal cortex will be bypassed by your amygdala. So that's the only thing. So after 90 seconds, once again the prefrontal cortex will be dominated. If you keep quiet for a 90 seconds, if you are in an anger mood, then after that you will be knowing how to tackle the thing, how to control, how to take the control of the situation, all this. So this is the vagus nerve. Vagus nerve, that's why if you are in a tense condition, anxiety, then immediately go and have a cold water face wash. Immediately your vagus nerve will be activated and it will tell you how to handle the situation. All these practices are, all these things are practiced by our ancestors and they know how to manage any situation. At molecular level, we can see lot of gene expression during stressful condition, and because of, there is a one very important gene called NR3C1 gene that is called as a glucocorticoid receptor gene. Lot of research done and good parenting, that means the child, the baby, newborn baby has to be with mother, body's incubation, and baby has to be raised up to 6 years with parents. Then what happened, because of the temperature or the heat generated by the body of the mother, NR3C1 gene is a demethylated. That means there is no change in the DNA, but there are some groups, the methyl group, which supposed to be added to this gene will be demethylated, and the children raised with the parents, they can face, they have a highest resilience capacity. Whatever may be the situation, they know how to tackle. Whatever may be the stressful condition, they know how to manage it. But nowadays, what happened? They raised outside, or they are not with the parents, and there is a higher methylation happens to NR3C1 gene. In turn, why nowadays children, they don't have a adversity quotient. They are very poor in facing the challenges. It is because of the hypermethylation of the gene. Here, there are lot of genes which are expressed during the condition and inflammation also. The inflammatory pathway, NR nuclear factor kappa B pathway. Otherwise, there are pro-inflammatory cytokines like interleukin 6, tumor necrosis factor alpha. All these pro-inflammatory pathway will be activated when we are in a stressful condition and in presence of the cortisol. Cortisol is most dangerous long run. Short duration, it is very good, but more cortisol in our blood, always it is very dangerous. Similarly, there are epinephrine or norepinephrine, adrenaline or noradrenaline, all these provoke the pro-inflammatory cytokines. And nowadays, whole globally, lot of research is going on about a reactive oxygen species. All diseases, whatever disease you take, health issues you take, it is associated with a kind of toxin, a poison, which is released in our body. Every metabolic activity will release a small quantity of a toxin or the poison, what we say, reactive oxygen species. And body has a very good defense mechanism against this, and body itself, it will nullify these toxins through some enzymatic activity called superoxide dismutase, catalase, glutathione in the liver, and lipid peroxidation also in the liver. And what happened, in order to suppress the stress condition, we should supplement, we should take more supplementation of this antioxidant. You must be knowing there are a lot of green vegetable, fruits, and vitamins, vitamin C especially. It is very good in reactive oxygen, that's an antioxidant. And you must heard about the resveratrol from grapes. It's a very good antioxidant. That is the avocado, broccoli, vitamin C, curcumin from turmeric. All these are considered as a very good antioxidants. If you are in these supplements, then the stress pathway will be suppressed. So you will be having more energy or the prefrontal cortex will be activated. Then you must be knowing how to tackle the situation. And GABA also, glutamate and GABA. Glutamate is a excitatory neurotransmitter. GABA is a inhibitory neurotransmitter. Always those are having more of a GABA, then they have a very good resilience. They know how to manage the stressful condition. So in order to enhance the GABA also, there are a lot of supplements. There are many methodologies by which we can influence or we can activate the GABA. Brain-derived neurotropic factor, BDNF, you must be knowing. These are all the proteins which will keep our neurons or the brain healthy. Synapsin, BDNF, and many other factors. So they are the one which will keep our brain healthy, and in order to activate the genes for these factors, then there are some methodology by which we can activate. And people who are always under stressful condition, the aging is very fast because the telomere, the end portion of our chromosomes, they shorten very quick under stressful condition. So that's a very important thing. And also people under stressful condition, they develop diabetes because of the insulin resistance. And we can see there is altered gene expression that is called as epigenetic phenomenon. By birth, they might be normal, but gradually, because of the epigenetic phenomenon, changes in some of the chemical group in their DNA, then they end up with lot of health issues. So that is the chromosome, the tip of the chromosome has the telomere, and the stress always shorten the telomere. Telomere shorten increases the aging. Even 40 years, they look 60 years. Hair gray and collagen in the skin will be vanished, and wrinkle, all these things. And also they end up with lot of arthritic, age-related condition, dementia, sometimes Alzheimer, Parkinson's, all this. And this is the, I told you, DNA. There's a lot of changes happens in the histones or in the DNA when we are in always in the stressful condition. And resilience, I told you, bounce back for any such situation. Body has a DNA repair mechanism, but we have to we should support from outside by adopting some of the practices. And neuroplasticity, small doses of stress is very good because body will develop resilience, or that is called as a neuroplasticity. Different connections will be developed by the brain to cope up with the situation. So this is how the neuroplasticity will be developed. These are all the new pathway developed in our brain to overcome the stressful condition. So that's how we can see there is a lot of differences between previous program. We have seen many people from the army, defense, how the neuronal pathway, neuronal network when compared to person in a defense will be completely different from the normal civilian, because civilian we can't manage the mob, we can't manage the stressful condition. But the training given for the defense persons will be completely different. That training will create a new blueprint or the pathways to overcome or to handle the situation. So this is the new pathway developed in our brain. So that is called the neuroplasticity. Anybody can develop the neuroplasticity, and with this neuroplasticity, they can face any challenge, they can overcome any challenge in their lifetime. So now, what are all the tips? How to manage the stress? The first and very important thing, so to overcome stress, if you are under stress, depression, anxiety, phobia, then go for a walk. What happens with just a simple walk? That with the bare foot, without any slippers, then grounding will happen. Okay, so that's the most important thing. Now, lot of research is going on, how grounding will help us. What are all the ions, the positive ions in our body accumulated through all this exposure to electronic gadgets? When we touch the ground, grass, or the
the sand, immediately what happens? Earth acts as a negative for that. Then neutralization happens, then grounding happens. How the grounding is done for the building. So same way, all the charges will be neutralized and we will be free from that, and our biomagnetic field will be free. That what you say in Ayurveda or spirituality, aura. That is a quantum physics say. Everyone has a kind of frequency or the vibration. In order to preserve or in order to protect that, the grounding is very important. And walking in a barefoot is the best method. And when we walk, then body will release, brain will release endorphin. It's a painkiller. Immediately, you will be relieved from the stressful condition. Go for a walk, just 10 minutes, 20 minutes walk will make lot of difference. Relaxation technique, breathing. Always they say if you are stressed, take a deep inhalation and exhalation. 4, 6, 8. That is 4 counts, you have to take your breath. 6, you have to hold the breath. 8 counts, you have to release it gradually, slowly. So with that, what will happen? What's the difference? Your vagus nerve will be activated. Once the vagus nerve is activated, your parasympathetic nervous system will be activated. Your prefrontal cortex will be activated. That is the result. So mindfulness, breathing technique, deep breathing, meditation. Meditation, I have seen what at molecular level how the meditation will work. It is amazing. You just cannot believe. What are all the changes the meditation will do? Meditation will change entire our epigenetic phenomenon. It will activate hundreds of genes which are very, very important for the vital function. So even with the meditation, the firing in our pacemaker or SA node will be calmed down. With a meditation, you can remodel your gut microbiome. With meditation, you can't imagine, you don't know. It will increase the nitric oxide. Vasodilation will be done with a meditation. That will enhances your blood flow in the heart, in the lungs, thereby more oxygenation. So if you just make a list of the benefits from the meditation, it is a mesmerizing. You never believe. Lot of research is going on throughout the globe. Westerners are doing lot of research on our Indian system, but Indians are neglecting because we don't have any scientific basis for that. And relaxation technique. Now they say mindfulness is the best way to relax, to overcome from the stress. And our youngsters, they don't know how to drink water, how to take their meal, because always they are in their screen, blue screen, and they are not aware that more exposure to blue light, that causes a kind of a stress. That will stop the secretion of the melatonin hormone, and blue light exposure, they are prone to develop a cancer, especially breast cancer. So all these things, it is a need of the hour to make them to understand why good sleep is important, why hydration is important, why yoga is important, why meditation is important. Each of our Indian culture system, really amazing. Only thing you have to decode it. So they are coded. They don't give any information as such. You have to decode it. Decode it. Yesterday I was going through an article about the conch. So if you blow the conch, amazing result it gives. Unimaginable result it gives. So it will activate the glossopharyngeal nerve, vagal branch, facial, so many. It was amazing like that. When we decode all our culture, definitely it is a mesmerizing for the entire globe that we are good in all knowledge, and it has been transmitted from thousands of years, generation to generation. So relaxation technique, mindfulness. Even having a cup of coffee with a mindfulness will give you that to hot filter coffee. If you drink sip by sip, that will activate all your cells in the body. All your cells will jump, they will dance. Even cells in our body, they can interact. They communicate each other. So when we see any person, we smile. Why do we smile? Because the cell in our body will recognize the cells in another person's body. So we are different in our religion, caste, tradition, everything. The person I have seen in my lifetime. But when I see the person, without my knowledge, I will smile at him or at her. How it is possible? The internal system, all our cell will recognize others in the other body, the soma. That is, it is somehow related. And during the course of evolution, we are all originated from a single cell. And the cell has that memory. So it will recognize the cells from another person. That's why mindful meditation is one of the best technique. If you are stressed, go and have a cup of coffee. It will give you relax. It is the most relaxing one. And if you are very in a stressful condition, go and have the dish which you like more. So it gives lot of satisfaction. You remember your grandmother preparation. You remember your mother, how she prepared, how she feeds. That memory itself, just go back and recall the memory. The memory itself will soothe you, and thereby you will be relaxed. And time management, this is most important in stress management. And we have to have a blueprint. We have to have a plan for next whole week. Then only everything will be like a protocol, how the governor protocol, what time he will arrive, what time he will leave, what time he will do. So like that, we have to have the protocol or the time bounded things. Thereby, time management, just execution will take less time. Thereby, most of our problem related to stress will be taken care. Social support, we need a social support. That's why we need a joint family system. And nuclear family, always, all of them, both are working and very difficult to manage anything. But in a joint family system, why they didn't have the problem of stress and its management? Because anything will be shared by everyone in the family, and the social support, talking to friends, family or therapist, finally, if not with a family or friend, at least we should approach therapist. And mental health is a new challenge in the new millennium. So, future psychiatrist, psychologist will be in a heavy demand, because everyone we are marching towards the mental illness because of the technology, robotic usage and all this. Healthy and lifestyle choice, this is the need of the hour. If you are in a junk food, definitely you have to pay for that after a few years. So healthy lifestyle with lot of vegetarian diet, lot of green, fruits, legume, then dates, and these are all always, it will support our gut microbes. You must be knowing probiotics like a curd, pickle, fermented food. All these things will support our good gut microbes. If good gut microbes we have, then good mood stabilizers, then whole day will be amazing in our lifetime. And if the condition is worst, then there is a cognitive behavioral therapy will be there. So that we need to take the support of the clinicians. So finally set boundaries, thereby everything don't take on your head. If you can't do, you can say no to them, thereby the stressors or the stress you will be relieved. So hobbies you have to have, relaxation. Nowadays, you must be knowing all IT workers, now they are all become naturalists. They go to forest, weekend, they go to forest, they take the photos, photography, they do lot of reels, videos, so many things. And because just to overcome from the stressful condition to be de-stressed. Mindfulness, I told you, finally you have to take a professional support. Self-esteem and self-confidence is very important. Brisk walk every day, or self-talk is also important. Develop a positive attitude. And you must be knowing there is a Japanese nature walk. Japanese, every weekend, they go to nature, they hug a tree, or they talk to plants. Then all conversation, by the time they'll be de-stressed. Anger management, I told you, anger management is very simple thing. angry condition will be there just for the 90 second. Keep quiet or count down from 100 to 0, 90 second. By the time it will be cortisol, norepinephrine, epinephrine will be released during provoking condition. But after 90 seconds, it will be metabolized. No more it will be there in the blood. By that time, we will be realized, okay, this is how we can manage. Change your thinking, be positive, have a positive affirmation, listen music, it's a very good therapy, and have a organized work. Unorganized work always creates stress, and light party in the sense it may be tea party, coffee party, or any small celebration every day will keep you de-stressed. Understanding the nature of work, we should know our potentiality, our limitation. Accordingly, we should take the task. Then change your thinking. Be positive always. I told you exercise, meditation, sleeping. Yoga is the thing given by Indians to the whole globe. In Mysore is a hub of yoga. Many foreigners, they come to Mysore, they stay there, they pay lakhs of rupees to learn yoga. They learn yoga seriously. They become the sadhakas and they go to their country. They start the yoga center in their own country. And yoga centers are next to our house, but we are least bother about that. We go to gym and we say gym is very good with light music, all kind of aerobics. But yoga, swimming and the wrestling, these are all some of the exercise. Always they keep that along with the muscular exercise. Always we control our breath. Yoga is the only, yoga, swimming and the wrestling. These are all some of the exercises at the game wherein we have a control over breath. Inhalation, hold, exhalation, that will create a lot of internal milieu, lot of chemical changes will happen in our body, and thereby it will keep us healthy. And with this, we can have the physical health, mental health, social health, sexual health, and holistic spiritual health. So work-life balance, we must be knowing, and we should develop the psychological resilience. So that is the need of our future world will be with a more of stressors, and future world, new millennium, lot of mental issues, health issues, everyone will face. Youngster, newborn, baby, even children, adolescent, adulthood, aged one. So work-life balance is the greatest of, and psychological resilience, we should know how to bounce back the thing. So better life balance, I told you already. And with the simple practices like a gratitude, then appreciation, thankfulness, then forgiveness. These are all the mantras. With this, we can activate our all good hormones. Thereby, we can manage the stress very efficiently. And these are all some of the research articles. They say how forgiveness, thankfulness, gratitude, appreciation will activate our brain to release good hormones. And gratitude journaling, thank everyone, forgiveness or writing a letter, then appreciation rituals, then gratitude meditation. So it gives a fantastic, amazing result. It will change entire internal milieu, internal all metabolic activity, pathway, genes, and biochemical reaction, and finally keep us healthy. So with this few information, I thank everyone. I know you are all stressed, so you sat long hours, but still you should know some of the tips how to manage stress, because this is need of the hour. At the outset, once again I thank the organizer for this great opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, madam, for the insightful talk on stress management, a scientific analysis. As a token of appreciation, I would call upon Mukund sir, our PRO, to hand over a memento. Kodi, kodi. Thank you very much, madam.